Hey, what up everyone? I'm Sinnycool, and this is Gems of War. And today, it's Gems of War After Dark. I'll explain that in a moment, but what are we going to be doing? Probably, I already did Guild Wars, I already did Adventure Board and Dungeon. We're probably going to be doing Invasion and opening Vault Keys. So we have Invasion going on right now, of course. One of the easiest events in the game. Probably the easiest event in the game, honestly. 4 towers, they give you the troop in the shop. They give you a weapon in the shop. They pretty much hand you everything that you need to be successful in the event. And the troop one-shots, the weapon goes perfectly with the troops. It's pretty easy. So, I think it's the easiest event in the game. 4 towers, and they hand you the troop that can demolish the tower. And you can use multiples. There's no penalty for using multiples. The weapon goes perfectly with them, yada yada. Alright, let me change this thumbnail. I made a thumbnail. Also opening vault keys because I'm getting low on gems. I've been buying that Dragonite. So I'm getting low. I said as soon as I go under 5k gems, I gotta stop buying Dragonite. I don't want that to happen. I only have 5,500. It's getting dire. It's getting close. Let's see. That is not it. Where's it at? There it is. Also, if we happen to go a little while into this live stream, I have some trivia, like, quotation marks. It's something we did before. Well, I'll like, read a synopsis of a movie, and you guys try to guess it. It's kind of fun. Alright, let's save that. What up, Faceless One, Lady Outfit, Snubnose Zero, Rude Rodoff, Allie, what's up? Allie's been helping me out with some gems. Gifts in the mail. Really appreciate that. Helps a lot. I've been taking my tribute on the hour quite a bit. If you look, I only have 5,498 gems. That's pretty low. Alright, let me jump into the chat. Your channel. Alright, let's go do some invasion first of all. And where's my stream? There it is. Alright. We'll see how this goes. After Dark's usually sometimes good, sometimes not so good. It's up and down. Hit that like, though. Helps a lot. So we got Faceless One, Lady Outfit, Snubnose Zero, Rodoff. Bull got a gifted membership by Allie. Whoa, Allie. Thank you very much. 5 memberships. Crazy. You're a legend. Appreciate that. And that will count towards time. I'm going to do the chatathon type of thing for tonight. It's just going to be slightly different, like hard mode. I'll explain in a second. Jim Hambrick's here. Alright, live chat. There we go. Okay. Almost there on the back end. Just give me a moment. What am I using? So this is the low-level team. Let's give it a spin. Where is my stream at? There it is. Alright. Bang. Don't stream very much at night. Almost never do this. Every once in a while. Every other month. Occasionally. I'm not very good at staying up late anymore. I get really grumpy if I don't get my sleep. If I don't go to sleep at a certain time. But yeah, basically the After Dark is going to be a semi-chatathon with no expectations. I'm not going to cry about it if we only go like 2 hours or 3 hours or something. I almost want that. I don't want to go 8 hours. I'd probably even like cap it at like 5 hours, honestly. But it's going to get harder and harder. It's the chatathon except for on hard mode. So the first hour, 20. Second hour, 30. You know, third hour, 40. It's going to go like that. So just so it gets more expensive as we get later into the night so I don't have to stay up all night. I'm not like expecting anything. I'm just expecting it to end so I can go to sleep. So I make it too hard. On purpose. But Allie with the 20, so I'm going to put some time on the clock. That buys us an hour. First hour's free, like always. We didn't have a live stream earlier today, so I'm going to give you the live stream from earlier today for free, of course. 1 hour after dark timer. Let's do that. Or actually, it would end at the 2-hour mark, right? Let me change that. So we're gonna... Do I always do it that way? So when it hits this number is when we're gonna end. So I'll pin that one. Pin message. A little housekeeping at the start, sorry. I think I explained it good enough. Remove that message. Alright, so, yeah. After Dark, basically, chatathon is just every other month at night, late at night, because I can't stream during the day. This is, like, as good as it gets, starting at, like, 10 p.m. is the earliest I could do this. And then it gives other people a chance to watch the live streams. A lot of the time, I'm doing live streams in the morning. There's people that live in other countries. There's people that live in, like, California on the other side of the country that can't come to a morning live stream because they're 3 hours behind or whatever. So they wake up. I start streaming at, like, 7 their time or 6 their time or something. So they can never make it in the morning. And I stream almost every time I stream in the morning. So every other month, do one at nighttime. Get a couple different people, hopefully, to see the stream. That's what we're doing. And if we get, which we have already with Allie, get into like the second hour and stuff, we'll start doing the trivia, which I think is fun. I do like a little synopsis of a movie from like the 80s or 90s. I take out like the super important, like obvious parts. That way you don't get it like right away. And then you try to guess what movie it is. All right, let's go. So this is like the low-level team for Invasion. Let's hit Skulls. Let's shoot off our dude. Oh, Skulls again. Because why not? Shoot off our dudes. I like this tower killer. Explodes red. It's better than some of them. Some of them, they just do extra damage to the tower, and that's all they do. At least this guy has something else going for him. Most of the time, they're not very good. This guy actually has something going for him, which I like. Alright, what do we got? Ghost Hunters, yeah. Dude, I still watch that stuff. Faceless One's been a member for 36 months. That's 3 years. You're a freaking legend, bro. Thank you for the continued support. Trey gifted a membership. Thank you very much, man. And then Chad with the 2. So those 2 together make like 15 minutes. Because the second hour's 30. So that's 750. So whatever that is, we'll say 14 minutes or something. So we got 2, 14. You guys keep me honest. First hour, 20. Second hour, 30. You know, and on from there. After Dark timer. Ghost Hunter. I still watch those shows. It's a lot of chatting and not very much playing. So if you're here to see a bunch of gameplay, I'm sorry. But Trey gifted a membership to Big Daddy Hammond. And then Chad with the 2. So Faceless One ran out there. Allie ran out there. Rag in her pocket, butt crack showing. Then Trey runs out to help. They get it started. Chad revving the engine, annoying the neighbors. And then here comes Lady Alfred Sane telling everybody to get on. Let's go. And we're moving down the tracks. Appreciate it, Lady Alfred Sane. Gifted a membership. Went to Vishal. I haven't seen Vishal in a while. That's pretty cool. Alright, so I need to figure this out. So, second hour. Okay, that's 5. So what would 5 be? It's like 750. That's so weird. I gotta do like a calculator or something. That's why I make it like easier with the chatathon. Maybe I should just double it the second hour so I make it easier. I already said one thing, though. Okay, so what would it be? I'm getting my calculator out. Alright, so, sorry. So it's just 50 cents a minute. Is that right? 50 cents a minute. So... that would be 2 minutes and 30 seconds. I'll just round up. So 3 minutes. Added by Sane. Right? That don't sound right. $5 used to be 15. That can't be right. Man, I'm tripping. Alright. 15 minutes used to be 5. So yeah, that's right. Never mind. Alright. 2:17. Just keep me honest. It's late. I would be asleep by now. I think that's right, huh? I don't know. Anyway, I added something to the clock. Alright, so... Hold on a sec, y'all. I thought I heard something. I'm definitely off on that timer. It shouldn't only be 3 minutes. 5 usually buys 15. Now 5 buys 10-ish. So, frick. I don't know, y'all. I'm gonna have to just double it so I can keep track, I guess. I know that's stupid, but just to make it easier, I don't feel like doing math tonight. So, $10 buys 15 minutes. How about that? And now, no, it still doesn't work very good. Crap. Alright, I'm up at 2:20. I'll just give whatever I want. How about that? I'll make it fair, though. It's creepy after dark stream. There, I added some more time, because I didn't feel like that was enough. Not enough. Alright, let's go. I've added an hour and 20 minutes. I don't feel like doing math. I don't know why I do this to myself. Anyway. Alright, we're looking for Veneratus. Veneratus is red gems into yellow dragon gems. We got that right here. That's nice. Let's go. Got the axe, but we got all this purple. Should have figured that stuff out before I started streaming. Let's do this. Love that little explosion. Somebody else wants to figure it out. Go ahead, and I'll just believe you. I gotta play and talk, and I got like 50 other things going on. And do the axe. Then, bang, dead. Rant. $5 from Pocket Trash. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Alright, I'm gonna do 10 minutes. 2:30. Dude, why are you doing that to me? 2:30. 2:30, after dark timer. People are watching like, this guy don't know how to do freaking math. Alright, I'm just gonna add whatever I want. How about that? I'm gonna make it easy on myself. I'll try to make it fair. Once we get to the 3, it should be easier. The 2, for some reason, is being hard right now in my brain. Let's see. We don't have any conversion. We have like a little bit here, but let's do the X. I'm gonna switch to a different team here in a sec. Let's see. We got this now. Let's just take skulls, because why not? We get 2 skull hits, we kill. Let's do this on something other than the thing we just hit with skulls. Because then we killed him with skulls. Bang. And bang. Alright, so Faceless one with the 10. Really appreciate it, man. That would normally give 30, so I'm going to add 20. I'm just going to take a little bit off, I guess. 250 00 after dark timer. Alright. Now he's doing $1.49. What are you trying to do? Alright, normally $10 would buy 30 minutes, so I'm going to do 20 minutes. You stink. Killing me. $1.49. I'm going to give you 1 minute. How about that? I got to give you something. So, now I'll give you 1 minute. How about that? There you go. Wanna be a smart ass? I'll give you a minute. A minute in the corner. The dunce cap on, that's me. Man, I remember math back in school. Used to be in the advanced class, but then I wouldn't do my homework, so I'd not know how to do the equations. You know how math was, man. It's the math rant. You miss that one equation. You come back, maybe you're sick for a week, or you don't do your homework for a week, you sleep in class for a week. Did anybody else here ever sleep in class? Was I the only one? I was a good kid up until, like, junior high and high school. Then I started, like, fighting and sleeping and being a jerk. Anybody else ever sleep in class? I doubt anybody. Probably nobody here except for me. I was the guy sleeping in high school. You all know that guy. But then I would wake up and get like an A+ on the test, I swear to you. I would just do no homework. This is like senior. Mostly I was really good in school. It's like the further I went. So 7th grade got a little worse. 8th grade got a little worse. By the time I was a senior, I was just sleeping and thinking about girls the whole time, not doing nothing. Barely made it through. 99 cents. Well, I guess I'll give you a minute for that. I'm not thinking too hard now. I'm just gonna give time. After... There. Alright, let me read all the chat here. I don't think I read everything. Alright, so... As soon as this pinned message goes away. So Lady Alfred said, hey, Snubnose0 is here. For some reason I can't say Rodolph's name. I don't know why, but hi. And then, of course, Allie with the 5 gifted. Really appreciate that. Jim Hambrick, hello. Lady Alfred, yeah, spreading the good news. You're no tech either. Ghost Hunters, yeah. They say the weapon is bugged. I know the weapon is bugged. I noticed that as soon as I started using it. So this axe weapon here is bugged, everybody. By the way. I noticed that as soon as I started using it, but I didn't, like... I don't know. I just kind of, like, noticed it and kept going. I didn't really worry about it. Then I went to the forum and I saw people talking about it there, and I was like, oh, it must really be bugged. I just thought maybe it's bugged. It didn't seem to be working right when I was using it. But I wasn't 100% sure, basically. So it felt like something was wrong with the weapon. I had a fleeting thought that maybe it's bugged. I didn't test it further to see if it really was bugged or not. And then I went to the forum and I saw someone talking about it. And I'm like, yeah, that's probably right, because it did feel kind of weird. So I just kind of believed it from there, because it felt weird to me, too. We can test it out right now, though. Okay, so nobody on our team has any positive status effects except for that one right there who's enchanted. I mean, let's look at the second, the Murus, and the Veneratus. They should get something off this hex. Something. So let's cast it. And look at Veneratus down there at the bottom. He has nothing. So that part of the weapon is bugged. Supposedly it still summons, though. So how come the weapon summons, but it doesn't give its positive status effect? Do you think if it was bugged, it would be bugged all the way? It's kind of strange. Oh, let's cast the dude. Right. I also want to talk about the Steam charts for Gems of War and how the player base is pretty low right now. I think that's a topic no one's talking about, really, except for me. Which, it's a negative Nancy topic, but what else am I going to talk about here? With Chad with the 2. And then we had Lady Alfred that gifted. Faceless says, looking for my H3 keys. KLR Jenkins, Pocket Trash. Sane says, no clue, I'm a klutz with numbers. It's 4 there. Thanks for staying up. RE says, it's a ghost. Yeah, you just gotta... I'll tell you guys how to be ghost hunters in a sec. Supernova says, it's a creepy After Dark stream, Senny. Ooh. KLR says, at least I can confirm for PS that the weapon don't give any status effects. Yeah, we just watched it on screen. You're right. Pocket Trash with the $4.99. You're a legend. Glad I'm not the only one that has to math. Sane chanting for a rant. Basis 1 with the 10. Math is hard. Then the 149 to make it harder. Then the 99 cents. I hope I gave Pocket Trash hers. I think I did. What would happen if someone donated $1,000? Would that be like an all-night stream then? I mean, I'd probably just take it straight to the cap. I don't think I'm going to go like a chatathon amount of time tonight. Maybe 5-hour cap. Jim says, for math, all you need is to learn how to read a tape measure. Allie says, never slept in class, but I did fail algebra. Finally had to learn it, though, so I could teach my son. Yeah, it was like the crap after algebra that killed me. Supernova says, I have a friend whose name is Math is Hard. That's awesome. 7.0 update does come soon. John Fitzpatrick is lurking. It's 3:23 a.m. in the morning. Holy cow. Then Sane gifted a membership. So normally that's 15 minutes. I'll give y'all 10. Let's just take it to the 3-hour mark. How about that? It'll be straight up. Okay, now everything's doubled. It's going to be easier, right? So somebody gives 5. No, that's not easier. It's not easier. It's supposed to be 40. Okay. Okay, let's think about it real quick. Okay, so $40 for an hour, right? You divide it by 4. That's $10 for every 15 minutes. That shouldn't be hard. Why am I making it hard? Because when somebody gives 5, that's like $7.50. That's why. I don't know. But we're at the 3-hour now. How about that? We're going to go at least 3 hours tonight. And now it should be easier. It's 40 for the next hour to get to 4 hours. So it's pretty much just double a chatathon. So 15 minutes costs $10. Alright, let's go. Let's make a new team. I want to make a different team. I think this team is nice. It should work for everybody. There's so many options. Good. Everybody loves dragons, right? And you gotta have at least one egg dragon. You could probably make a team out of an egg dragon. Let's see. What am I doing here? I want to do my Tapasarth. I think I had Veneratus on there too. I know. By the way, I know Venoxia is there. If you immediately thought Venoxia, you're smart. I like that. I like that you immediately thought Venoxia. If you did, I applaud you. It's a good thought. I think Essentia. Let's just do A to Z. Yeah, After Dark streams are totally different, y'all. Like, I can get grumpy, I can get stupid. It's something. Something's gonna happen where it's not normal. I can get freaky, I can get stupid, I can get grumpy. It's gonna be something like that. I'm just telling you now. Alright. And then, let's just, go to Dragon's Claw. And I think I did probably this one, right? We got... Yeah, I guess. Who cares about Essentia? Essentia kind of sucks. And I was just trying to do the Tapasarth. Like, cast it twice if I have to. Hopefully my voice holds up, too. I just want to see how this does. We're deep in. We got 4 towers. I was using this to get to 4 towers. It was going fast. But now, we'll see. How hard does it hit? Let's take this. Ooh, so twice is what we need. Which is no big deal. We got these giant yellow gems on the board. Then we can just blow up the board. Yellow Storm, too. Normally, like, right there it would match something. And we'd already have it, but we got unlucky. So, what I'm expecting is I cast the Axe. The Yellow Storm plus all the explosions from the giant yellow gems, gets up Tacet. So we could just cast it real quick. We get it up quick, and then it gets back up again quick. If someone gifts 1K, we give you permission to only speak to them the whole stream. Yeah. That's kind of how some people do it. Like, people who have, like, a really giant channel, they literally only talk to the people that give, like, super chats. They don't talk to anybody else. Because there's so many people there. Like, they have thousands of people at their live streams. So the only people that even get to chat with them are people that give super chats. That's pretty crazy. How's the dog doing? Well, Harvey's pretty much all the way back to normal. But the puppy's been sick the last couple days, and we don't know what's wrong. But he's kind of getting better now, so... He must have ate something weird. He's been real lethargic. He was, like, throwing up and diarrhea. He's getting better, though. There's always something, man. My life is crazy. There's always something going on. If a kid's not sick, then a dog's sick. You know what I mean? Alright. Let's do the axe. We don't have alignment. There's Tacet. Let's go. And then we just gotta get it back up. Come on. Should I just do this? I'm just gonna do it. And then we do the axe, or do this. That's not too bad. It's about the same, honestly, as the other team I was just using. But you get to use your fun Gem Dragon. And you could build a bunch of teams around maybe the Ruby Wrath or Garnisherland. You don't have to use Tacet, but Tacet is pretty good because the Yellow Storm from Essentia, you got the red to yellow from Veneratus. So I would recommend, unless you have Diamantina, of course. If you have Diamantina, go with Diamantina. But if you do not have Diamantina, I think Tacet is the next best thing to Diamantina if you're doing that type of team. Let's do the axe. Yeah, the puppy's been sick. Man, I don't want to get 1 mana off of Veneratus. I want to save that. Let's do this. Let's do this. Hopefully I don't take it. See? Back-to-back Tacet. Bang, bang. Pretty quick. Tyrion Shark is here. You know you got roped back in. We jumped you back in. You got your membership again. Beg for Mercy's here. Jim Hambrick says I'm running 2 Venoxia with the axe with Archer. Great job. I like it. Mike D. I somehow managed to beat a team of 3 enemies left using only Reflection of Good on Guild Wars Purple Day. Dude, I had the exact same thing happen to me. Except for it was with Sycorax. Psycho beat... It was like my 4th battle in Guild Wars. Today, I think. What is my... It's Blue Day, right? I think it was today. Yeah, it's Blue Day. So what happened was... There was like a, I think a Tannenbaum type of deal. They had Tannenbaum on their team. And First of all, they moved my troops around, which I hate with Sycorax. I want Sycorax on top looping. They moved them to the bottom. Then they ended up killing my first 3 troops. I only had Sycorax left, right? So I had to keep looping and looping and looping with Sycorax all by himself. I got him up to 1,000 HP, and then I would take skulls. And then I would loop it, and they would hit me a couple times, right? They had the book and everything. So they're casting their book, hit me with some skulls, knocking me down like to 700 or 800 HP, maybe 600. Then I would loop and loop and loop, get back up to 1,000, and then take skulls. It was so long. It took forever. Because they also had like... Skady, so they were summoning Queen Mabs in. Every time I killed one thing, they would summon in Queen Mab, and then they would cast the book, and then I would hit them with skulls, and then I would loop and loop and loop, and then, you know, it was like that. The matchup lasted for like 15 minutes. But I ended up winning with Sycorax by herself, and they had like 3 troops on their team. I was missing 3, they were only missing 1, and I beat them with just Sycorax. It was pretty sweet. That's the power of the Sycorax. He's right here, by the way. So they jumbled my team. They put Psycho on the bottom. They killed my first 3 troops. You know, a bunch of stuff happened before that. Like, I was summoning in with the Boreal Crystal, and, you know, I killed one of their troops and stuff. But by the end, it was like 3-on-1, and Sycorax pulled off the victory. Crazy. They had like a blue storm going, so I was looping on blue. I would take skulls after I got to 1,000 HP, but not until then. And then they would cast their book. They had the summon. It was crazy. I should have recorded it. But I went 5-0 just to show you. I'll show my results. Some people don't show their results. 3-2, I pooped the bed on Brown Day. I always take a dump on Brown Day. But now I have, what, like 7 Brown teams to choose from, so I should be able to figure it out. And then, I went 5-0 every other MFing day. Stupid Brown. That happened to me. I almost got Paragon one time. I went 5-0 all week, and then Sunday was Brown. And then I went 3-2 on Sunday. So Brown is always my worst team. Now Faceless One, I'm going to use your team next time, so it's going to be your fault if I lose. But I'll also give you the credit if I win. Okay. Back to Invasion. Let's just use up all my sigils. My sigils. My sigilets. 2 left. A bet rant. What's up, Tyrion? Mike says I somehow managed to beat a team of... Oh, yeah, I already read that. Reflection of Good. Wow. Allie's running 2 Diamantina with the axe. All right, Tyrion, we'll see you, man. Supernova says, Blue me, don't Google it. Uh-oh. John says, my team is Wand of Stars, 2 times Diamantina, Shadow Dragon, Archer Class, Oculaire, and Banner. That sounds fun. Supernova, what's your brown team? Yellow's your weakest? I do the Gorgatha Divine Ashbalic Healing thing for yellow. Went 5-0. Those conversion teams, as long as you sit there and look for them and stuff and you cast them in the right order, I feel like they win pretty often. Dang it! Pushed the wrong button. Well, that sucks. That was me pushing the wrong button. We'll have some of that on the Gems of War After Dark as well. Pushing the wrong buttons. Cool. Still 2-shotting. Yeah, let me know your brown one. Anyone playing Diablo 4, I'm gonna play it. Gonna play it. I want a physical copy, though, so I'm kind of like... Because I bought Elden Ring digital, and I just hate that. I hate not having it. What do you guys think, digital versus physical? I know most of y'all are like my age or older, so you're probably down with the physical like I am. I think most of y'all probably like physical better than digital, right? You can resell a physical copy. You can't resell a digital copy. Like, what if one day you want to get your money back? You can't get your money back off of digital. I just like to have it in my hand, too. Like, I like to line them up in my drawer or, like, on a shelf or something. I hate that I have Elden Ring digital. It, like, kills me. I'm probably going to end up buying it again just to have the physical copy. Because I have every other freaking game physical. I don't know why I did that. It's so annoying to me now. I think it's because I just wanted it that day and I didn't want to wait. Gave in to impatience for once. And there's Top of Sarth. And we win. I haven't bought it yet, but I'm gonna buy it for sure. Faceless One likes digital, really? Supernova says Bork, Wand of Stars, Tina, and Obsidious. Okay. Pocket Trash says digital. I'm too lazy to resell things and I don't like dusting. Okay, you guys like digital. You're not like me. Okay, okay. I feel you. It's like I can't... I want that Elden Ring. I hate that it's just digital. It doesn't make that much of a difference, but when I look at my other stuff, if I didn't have everything else, like physical, it's probably like whatever you already have the most of. If you already have a bunch of digital games, you probably don't care. But if you have a bunch of physical, like I have Dark Souls, Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3, Sekiro, Bloodborne, and then I have freaking Elden Ring on digital. I could have Elden Ring there, too. It's like all From Software games. I could have all of them. It just annoys me. Anyway, let's open some vault keys now because I already did everything else this morning. Thank you very much, Allie. Allie is Cookie. 50 gems. That helps. Alright. So I have 125. That should last us a while. Especially the way I play while I'm on live stream. And just leveling Mechanist. So not using the fastest team ever. Just fun. Your walls are lined with physical. Faceless One says D3 was garbage for the first year, too. You still played the hell out of it. Beg says you may want to wait. Diablo 4 Endgame is not good. Once you hit 70, it becomes a slog. Sometimes I like a slog. I'm not a normal person. Jim says physical. Yeah, boy. Alright. That enchant. If I didn't already have it. Get up. Wrath. I just cast this thing. See what happens, you know? Oh, let's just cast it, see what happens. And we win. But yeah, the Steam charts for Gems of War. Check it out. Gems of War. Current players, 1,000. Now, this is just PC Mobile, right? Mobile is Steam, right? So, PC Mobile, it's not everybody. Of course, PC Mobile has the most players, though. So, there's still PS4, there's still PlayStation, there's still Xbox, there's still Switch. There's probably less players on PlayStation, less on Xbox, and way less on Switch, though. So, if you say there's maybe 750 on, let's just say there's 750 on PlayStation, and then maybe like 1,000 combined with Switch or something, and then maybe 1,500 total. So what, like 2,500 current players? Something like that, maybe 3,000. But 30-day average, 1,349. 30-day gain, minus 87 players. 30-day percent gain, minus 6%. So, starting in March they lost 30 people. April they lost 60. May they lost 40. And then this month they've lost 90. That's crazy. Like, that doesn't sound like a lot, but it keeps going up. And it, like, is way more than usual. Losing 90 people is quite a bit. And then you compare it, like if you do the thing where you do the chart, like the line graph, and you go back like a year or two or like 3 years or something, it's been going down for a while. We go 1 year, and we're back in July 2022, 2,491. July 2022, 2,491. And here we are at June 5th, 2023, 1,831. 1,831. Right now, there's 1,866. So from 2,491 a year ago to 1,866 right now. That's quite a bit of a drop. If we do all, let's look 2021. So in June 2021, there was 2,486 players. June 2021, 2,486. And you go to June 2022, 2,491. So it pretty much stayed the same. From 2021 to 2022, it stayed the same. And then you go to this June, 1,866. So I'm feeling like something's going on, and it feels like it's right. You can go back to like 2020 June, 2,655. June 2020, 2,655. And then 2021 is 2,486. So they lost a little bit. 2022, 2,491. They pretty much stayed the same. And now we're down to 1,866. It hasn't been this low since November 2017 or something. That's crazy. 6 years ago. November 2017 was the last time it was this low. Every other month it's been over 2,000. It's never dropped below 2,000 until recently. But I don't know, we still got a little bit of this month left. Maybe they're not but that's the average though. It's not like they're adding it up. Pretty crazy. Just check it out for yourself. If you think I'm looking at it wrong or you think I'm not right, just go check it out for yourself. Just type in Google Steam charts and then type in search games, Gems of War. And then click on it and mess with it yourself and see what you think. I mean, I know people, my guild, like, people keep leaving the guild. Like, I see other people looking for people. I know people that have quit the game. The forum, I put a message on the forum today and nobody, like, it's still up there. Like, nobody's even posting on the forum right now. Supernova says, are there any recovering cookie clicker addicts? Not me, man. I don't even know what that is. Oh, I think I do. I think I know what that is. I never played it, though. Cookie clicker. Angry Birds. Alright, let's see. Getting all screwed up here, my bad. The laptop's being dumb. It's frozen. Okay. I'm good. Alright, let's go. Leave a like, people. Hey, it's night. Hey, this after dark, I ain't worried about it. You know? We're already doing good. And I didn't even announce this thing until like a few days ago. It's towards the end of the month. I didn't realize that next weekend, the last day of the month is on Friday. So there was no possible way to do the After Dark, really. Unless we would just stop it at midnight. Because it wouldn't count. I'm trying to make this count for June. So if we ended up going past midnight, it would count for July instead. So we would have had to have like stopped it early or done 2 streams or something weird. So this was the best day to do it, but I didn't announce it until, what, a week ago max? Probably actually 4 or 5 days ago. Alright, I need gems. What I want most from vault keys is gems. Come on. But why do you guys think the player, like, average player is down? Like, there's not as many people playing. Like, why? My post on the forum was like, they really need to kill it with 7.0. They need to quit letting bugs into the game. They need to be more vigilant about bugs. They need to quit making mistakes. I think people are just fed up. There's other stuff to do. This isn't the only game in town. You know? This game's been out for almost 10 freaking years. They're lucky that it's gone this long. I think they are, like, they're betting on Puzzle Quest 3, and I don't think that many people are super excited about Puzzle Quest 3. They're taking Gems of War for granted. Just like we were just doing the invasion, the weapon's bugged. Why is stuff always bugged? Like every single time every single week there's something. Maybe people are getting fed up with that crap. They make mistakes like the event key drop table with Kurandara just recently. Like it's super easy to pull examples out of your butt because they do it every single week. Well, give me an example then. What do you mean that there's always bugs? Well, the axe we just freaking used. The positive stats effect doesn't work. Well, that's one thing. Well, what do you mean mistakes? What kind of mistakes? Well, a couple weeks ago, they forgot to put Kurandara in the event key drop table. So you could sit there and be throwing a bunch of event keys that you've saved up for a long time, and the thing you're looking for is not even there. That's like crazy. Luckily, they figured it out quick and let everybody know. But not everybody like goes to the forum or listens to the devs. They just play the game. So when you make a mistake like that, some people aren't going to even know. Some people don't watch YouTube. Some people don't care about the forum. So when you make a mistake where a certain troop's not available in a drop table, when people are expecting it to be there, and they saved up their keys and they waited, and then they throw all their keys on Monday, maybe they're excited. Maybe they want to get this certain troop. Imagine it wasn't Kurandara. Imagine it was Ironhawk or something. People have been waiting and waiting and waiting for Ironhawk. They've been saving their event keys and saving stacks and stacks, thousands and thousands. They know it's Adana next week, so on Monday, they're so excited. It's like Santa Claus is coming down the chimney, and they're going to wake up. They're not even going to sleep. They're just going to stay up all night, try to catch them in the act, eating the cookies. And they're going to throw those event keys right at reset. But then they forget, oops-a-daisy, we forgot. We made a mistake. We didn't put it in the drop table. Here's 50 gems. Here's the troop in the Soul Forge for diamonds, which has nothing to do with event keys. Maybe you already blew all your diamonds. That's just a mistake that they shouldn't make, and they've already done it a couple times. Arachnian Weaver, Kurandara now. That's a bad mistake. That's not just like, oh, whoopsie-daisy, here's some gems. This is a game where you're saving a certain resource to then open chests, and then it's RNG whether you get certain things that you're going for. So it's already RNG, and then if it's not even there when it's supposed to be, that's like a carnival game where it's rigged. You're throwing the ball at the cup, but the cup is tilted slightly, so every time it bounces out of the cup, you know? You got the basketball, you're shooting the basketball into the basketball hoop, but the hoop is like really small. It barely fits in the hole. These are like carnival games now. They're rigged to where we can't even win. Same thing with the Diamantina. The Dragon Eggs. You're like, it's like a carnival game. Throwing a basketball into a hoop or a ball into a cup. And I don't know why they do that to people that are paying them money for 10 years. It's like they don't care anymore. Pretty crazy. The bugs is like, oh, okay, the bug. Like, okay, they're going to fix it. It's a bug. It's called a bug. Like, it's not that big of a deal. But a mistake like leaving a troop out of a drop table, that's pretty crazy. That's not just a bug. That's like buying a lottery ticket and it's not possible. You buy it, you waste your money, and then it's literally not possible no matter what you do. They forgot to put the winning numbers on the scratch off. So you just wasted your money. You'll probably never buy that scratch off again, right? Because it's impossible to win it. Why would you buy a scratch off if it's impossible to win? You just might as well wipe your butt with the money and rip it in half and throw it up in the air. I don't know. That's crazy to me anyway. I feel like that's super crazy to leave a troop out of a drop table. That's like, call the police. It's like stealing or something. Try to think of like a better example. Something that's more like real life. Where you're pretty much paying for something and it's not even possible. The carnival game was the best I could come up with. It's pretty similar. It's free on Xbox. I'm doomed. Complete destruction of the entire universe begins with a single click. Cookie clicker thing. Allie says some are leaving for Puzzle Quest 3. You know, I don't know about that. You're probably right. Like, you're definitely right, but I don't think it's enough people to where they should feel such a big, of a hit. I think it's something else. Because Puzzle Quest 3 supposedly isn't that good. And we had, like, Puzzle Quest 2. When did Puzzle Quest 2 come out? I always say this, because I don't know. One sec, I'm looking something up. Yeah. Right? Nah. Never mind, that was before. Okay, well, maybe. Maybe. Could be. I just never thought that would be a thing, where people are gonna leave Gems of War for Puzzle Quest 3. Puzzle Quest has always been, like, the ugly stepchild. To me. Like, Gems of War has always been so much better. Like, from what I've heard. I haven't really tried it that much. Maybe I should. Now would be a good time to try it. With how Gems of War is down real bad. It will be Christmas Day in 6 months. Where the hell is 2023 gone? I feel you, John. I feel like time just goes so fast recently. Yeah, and then, like, most people would do both. Gems of War and Puzzle Quest 3. I never felt like Gems of War would lose people to Puzzle Quest. Guess it's possible, though. Pocket Trash says, it's such a small thing, but I'm so annoyed that some of the troop art is still blank. That, too. The booty gem isn't there yet. Yeah, the phone visuals are pretty bad. They always have glitches. John says, I get to get some sleep. I've left a like. I'll leave the stream running to help your analytics. All right, John. Sweet dreams, man. Thanks for pulling up. Sane says, we got lucky yesterday. 7 mythic pools. Mana Bombers just started a kingdom over there. Oh, on like Puzzle Quest 3? Oh, maybe I'll check it out. I don't know. It's always been the thing I thought, like, I should do. This is pretty similar to this game. And I've never tried it for myself. I always just go over other people's opinions of it. It's all hearsay. Alright. Where are we at? Almost an hour in. Just gonna open like all my vault keys. Unless you guys want to see something else. That's fine with me. I'm definitely still watching them Ghost Hunter shows though. I slowed down a little bit. I got the itch for a while there. I was watching like everybody. And then I found a guy that he like debunks them. And that was pretty fun for a minute. Then another guy that was a ghost hunter, he told like how they do all the stuff. I think I've said this stuff before on live stream, but it's one of my classic rants, right? It's like a comedian telling a joke. It's the same joke sometimes. Still funny though, right? The one guy like he made a video showing like how they do all they make the stuff go off and everything. Like there's a thing called a REM pod where Supposedly the magnetic field of a ghost goes, whenever it gets close to it, it makes a beeping noise. He said they can just use a radio in their pocket, and like, if you hit the radio button, it'll make the thing go off. So a lot of the ghost hunting YouTube people are faking stuff. Like, they can push a button in their pocket that makes the ghost detection thing go off. So they can ask like a creepy question or something. If the murdered person is here, please step closer. Make that thing go off. And then they push the button in their pocket. If you don't want us here, and you're gonna physically harm us if we don't leave, make that detector thing go off. They push a button in their pocket, it goes off. And they gotta overreact. I still love it anyway. It's like Jerry Springer. Everybody knew Jerry Springer was fake, but you still watched it anyway. You guys know what Jerry Springer is? You are not the father. What's the one where he did, I think it's Maury Povich. What was the song they played when they're not the father? I want to bring that up. Isn't it like Whoop There It Is or something? I don't know why I'm looking this up. You are not the father. When it comes to little Jonathan, you are not the father. They usually play music, then the guy dances. Like he's all super happy that he's not a father. Pretty crazy. Hold on. Come on. Well, I can't figure it out. But they like dance and stuff. Like this kid doesn't have a father now, but this guy's dancing on the stage. You'd think they would be... think they'd be a little more respectful. Like, oh, I hope you find your daddy, son. Instead, they're doing the MC Hammer dance up there. Vanilla Ice. Telling her, I told you. I told you. I know you was with the mailman. In regards to little Jonathan, Chris, you are not the father. Whoop, there it is. Whoop, there it is. He's like dancing. That's like Ghost Hunters. It's like that show. Back in the day. You know it's fake, but you still watch? Like reality shows? Alright, we're an hour in. Let's start reading these. Let's see if you guys can guess some trivia stuff. Usually, DC United wins them all. He's not here right now, so somebody else is going to have to go for it. You guys are pretty good with, like, 80s and 90s, right? Most of y'all 30 plus, 40 plus. So you lived in the 80s and the 90s. I can't do early 80s stuff, but I'm like, you guys are the ones guessing, not me. I don't even know if I could do mid or late, but yeah. Oh yeah, took your shirt off for beads. I remember that. Isn't that Mardi Gras? It's more about getting away from the chick and that she lied or that she like got with somebody else. He's like, I told you. If ghosts were real, then ghost dinos would be killing us all. I still am puzzling with the new weapon. With the wand? Yeah, that'd be crazy. Guy's like dancing in the little kid's face. Alright, I'm gonna do a film, and you guys have to guess what it is. I'm gonna say, like, the plot. I'm I'm gonna pick something that I think everybody should be able to know, like a popular movie. At least I think it's popular. Like, maybe it's not to you. I'm gonna find something, hold on. From the 80s or the 90s. A movie. Oh, that one would be too easy. See, some of them are really easy and I have to leave out a bunch of crap. Or else you'll get it right away. Let's see. Find something. Oh, here we go. You probably get this one. Well, we should start off with the easy one, right? Alright, here we go. I got one. Alright, these dudes do music. Okay, hold on. What? I don't know if that's gonna work. Never mind. It's not a good one. That'd be too easy. Man, I was finding a bunch of good ones earlier, and now I can't find nothing. There's a bunch of Steven Seagal movies. He made a bunch of movies in the 90s, didn't he? It's just like 2 words. Got caught dead. Come on, bro. How come you can't find anything? I must have picked a bad year. Oh well, let's go. I think... Okay. Man, I don't like any of these. I'm gonna switch to a different year. Hold on. Here, let's run a battle so you guys aren't bored. Let's go to this year. Alright, I don't think I've even seen this movie, so... I'll just... Alright, this guy's about to retire. And his partner got demoted. Because he didn't defuse a bomb. While they're on street patrol, they witness the theft of an armored car and help to thwart the crime, assisted by an armored car driver. One of the 2 thieves gets away, but the other one is taken into police custody. The suspect is found to be known associate. Which... Faceless one got it. It's Lethal Weapon 3. Got it, bro. Was that too easy? I was trying to leave out, like, keywords. I haven't seen very much of Lethal Weapons. I did watch action movies, but I watched, like Arnold and... I don't know. Let's find another one. Alright, so you know where I'm at. As far as... Okay, Alright, there's this city, and there's these 2 wealthy socialites. And they're dismayed at the birth of one of their sons. And they discard their son in the sewer. Where he's adopted by somebody else. 30 years later, during Christmas season, a wealthy industrialist is abducted by the Red Triangle gang and brought to their hideout in the Arctic exhibit. Might have gave it away. The Red Triangle's leader blackmails Shrek with evidence of his corruption and murderous acts to compel his assistance in reintegrating him into the city's elite. Hey! Faceless one's crushing it. Nobody else wants to guess? Or is he just crushing? That was Batman Returns. Alright, here's another one. Let's do this battle first, sorry. Green so we can get our glaive. That was good. That's a good matchup. So, doing the vault, trying to get gems. That way I can buy Dragonite, basically. Pretty simple. He got it in like 2 words, did he? Yeah, I don't even look at the screen until I've read a little bit of it. So I'm sitting there, it's a brain buster for me, because I'm trying to leave out certain words like Gotham and Penguin. If I say Gotham, everybody's going to know it's Batman. It's not fun. If I say the Penguin, he changed his name to the Penguin. Alright, there's a lady. She's a young student who does not take her studies seriously and greatly embarrasses her teachers. 24 years later, she's a singer in Nevada performing. After she witnesses her gangster boyfriend execute an informant police lieutenant, police lieutenant places her in witness protection. Nah, that's not it. She is brought to a place. Man. She has to, like, become one of the people at the place. They object to taking her in, but the head guy convinces them to go along with it, as the police will pay the failing place a good sum of money to do so. So she's disguised at this place because she's in witness protection, right? Her boyfriend killed an informant. Yeah, it's Sister Act. I'm trying to mix in some that aren't just like all action or something that I would watch. I did see that, though. I saw that movie. Remember Whoopi Goldberg? Back in the day? Alright, I'll find another one. I like doing this. I'll go to a different year. Alright, extra turn. Skulls. We got the Cataclysm. Skulls. We got that Cataclysm. Just keep doing it. We're getting mana. We're getting kills. Let's just cast this. Yellow. No. Alright, let's take green. Maybe I can kill him with Scylla sometimes. Yeah! Sometimes she gets that instant kill. Alright, here we go. This one's pretty easy, probably. I'll have to leave out a bunch of words. I think anybody could get this one. An industrialist has created a place, and it has things on an island. Something at the place on the island kills one of the workers there. Alright, bro. We'll see you, Chad. Oh, you're heading home. Okay, good. Alright, so, this industrialist guy makes a place on an island. But then something bad happens and somebody gets killed. They invite, like, some people to come check it out because somebody died. At the park's visitor center, the group learns that there was cloning. The cloning was accomplished by extracting some DNA from mosquitoes. Yeah, it's Jurassic Park. I sort of gave up on leaving out the words. Good guess, though, Pocket Trash. Like, thanks for participating. Just guess movie names, you know? You might get it. Oh, I better look at the chat, huh? Hey, Sane, thank you very much. Went to Jim Hambrick. Oh, yeah. If anybody has any Gems of War questions, I'm totally down. I love it. You guys can always control the freaking live streams. If you don't like the way it's going, you just ask a question, you just bring up a topic, and we can switch gears. I'm not saying that nobody is thinking that. I'm just saying, if you have any questions, I love to answer them. If you have anything else you want me to talk about, I always like it when you guys make it easy. You want the mechanist rant? The mechanic rant? The dentist rant? Maybe we can come up with a new one? You never know. Oh, I hate when they start killing my team. At least it was just Scylla. It's not too bad. She does that bone storm though. I don't like this board. Poop. Sometimes this happens with this team. Gets bogged down for a sec. There we go. I need something good off these. Thank you, Sane. Alright, so that's 5. And we're doing $10 for a 15. So that's like 7. We'll do 307. Yeah, 308. I'm not gonna round down. I'll round up. That's the nice thing to do. Castaway. Yeah, what I changed. The thing the guy did on the place. Daycare rant. I never put my kids in daycare, you know? Oh, but I did go to daycare as a child. And I hated it. So I could probably do that. I went to daycare when I was a kid. You guys ever, like, something that you did when you were a kid, and you don't want your kids to have to do it because you hated it so much? That's kind of how I do my parenting. I hated going to daycare, so I'd never make my kids go. Like, I didn't have... This one's kind of corny, but I didn't have a dad, so I'm here for all 4 of my kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, you always try to do better. No daycare. But yeah, I used to have to go all the time because my mom was like a single mom. She was super young. And I had to go before school, after school, all summer. I didn't get to stay home and have fun. I had to go to freaking pretty much school. This was back when I was, you know, 7, 8, 9. As soon as I turned around, I would say 12, she just let me stay home by myself all summer. When I was single digits, I had to go to daycare all summer. So it sucked because, you know, imagine you're getting up to go to school. You have to get up even earlier. And then you have to go to some stupid daycare first. And then then you get on a bus from the daycare and go to school. And then when you get off school, you don't get to go home. You got to go to daycare, which is pretty much like school again. So getting off of school sucks because you don't even get to go home. You're just like, oh, well, I still got to go to freaking daycare for like 2 hours. So I'm not even off school yet, really. And then everybody else is like, oh, it's summertime. We're out of school. And I'm like, yay, I get to go to freaking summer camp all summer, daycare. It's not as exciting when you have to go do that. You go to after school and all summer. Before school wasn't too bad because it was only like a little bit. Watching the Power Rangers and stuff. Everybody's gathered around. Watching some Power Rangers before they go to school. Playing the Pokemon cards or something. Playing the Vidya games. It wasn't terrible. Like, I had some friends there and stuff. But, you know. I don't like daycare. Hated it. Used to play dodgeball there, though. That was sweet. That was the funnest part. You guys ever play dodgeball? There's like one team on one side of the gym, and then there's like another team on the other side of the gym. And you try to like hit them with the ball. If they get hit with the ball, they have to go sit on the side. And then if you catch the ball, you get somebody back in. I forget what that one's called. Then there's the solo. I used to like the solo one because I was really good at it and I used to win. Called it survival. Solo survival dodgeball. You're only allowed to take like 1 or 2 or 3 steps or something, and you have to throw it. Everybody else can like do whatever they want, run around. The guy with the balls are not allowed to like just run around like an idiot. You have to like, once you get the ball, you can only take like 3 steps, and then you have to throw it. That way you're not just chasing people down and pegging them in the back of the head. And you can still like catch it and get them out. That was always fun. That was like the only thing. Like we always wanted to go do that. But they always made us do like freaking crafts or something. Let's go do some crafts, kids. Let's cut out some pictures and yarn and make a portrait. Make a nice little landscape. Oh, this sounds like a lot of fun. That don't sound like school at all. Let's eat some celery with peanut butter on it. Can't wait. Come on, kids. You're out of school. It's time for summer. You want to do some crafts and eat some celery with peanut butter on it? Sounds like freaking fun to me. With a bunch of old ladies? Yeah, boy. A bunch of snotty kids you don't like? Sounds like fun. Then you're like, you just want to play dodgeball and you just want to go outside. Like, why can't they just do that all day at daycare? Why they gotta make you do crafts and eat peanut butter and celery and stuff? They should just go outside all day and go to the gym all day, and that's it. That'd be easy. When you want to do that, if you're the teacher, you don't have to think of nothing. Just, everybody go outside and play on the playground. That's it, all day. You get paid money, probably, just to watch kids on the playground all day. That's it. You don't have to sit there and think up a curriculum of the day like you're in actual school, because you're not. Just let us do whatever we want. As soon as I was done with that, I was so happy. And it wasn't like a camp where you go away and you like camp out and stuff. It was just a school. It was literally a school. It was like school in the summer, pretty much. You would go to a school and go into classrooms and do crafts and crap and like eat nasty lunch. Just like at school. Go for recess. Sucked. It wasn't like go to a camp with a lake and jet ski and sleep in the woods and eat marshmallows. It was like literally go to school from 8 to 5 while your parents are at work. There's a bunch of kids there, though. Alright, let's see. Got no kinds of manas. Bob Ross. The streets were your daycare? There was no daycare when you were a kid, Allie? Can you make a loop team with the star wand? I could try. Hey, thanks, Jim. I could try to make a loop team. You took care of yourselves? At 9, you're babysitting other kids? Wow. Daycare found Sane too difficult. Pocket Trash says, I love daycare. The lady was so old. We pretty much had, you know, some old ladies and then like some other like reject teachers. They're like substitute teachers that thought they were teachers, but they really weren't. The streets. Supernova says, I went to summer camp once. They should give the kids guns. Is that what he said? Who's the oldest here? I don't know. I'm in my 30s. I don't want to give too much personal information, but... Half a century for Sane. Supernova says, oh no, having a lookout in the school library. Having a lockout in the school library, pretty much. Samsung, I seen 3 fat guys getting out of a car. Look like 3 marshmallows smuggling out of a Hot Wheel. That's awesome, bro. Jim's 54. Allie, my birthday's in August, too. I'm gonna start forgetting about my birthday soon. The older you get, the less you care about your birthday, you know? When you turn 16 or something, you get to drive. Turn 21, you get to drink legally, at least. So in 25, you get to like rent a car, but you know, it's not too exciting, but it's something. And you get to like 30 and it's nothing. After that, it's like, whatever. It's another one of those. It's all the same now. It's Oh, is that Crimson? Or no, never mind. I don't know. Finally you win something. I hated daycare. That's my daycare rant, basically. My brother had to go too, though. He was younger than me. He's like almost 2 years younger. Don't drink and drive a motorcycle. Okay, I won't. I used to ride dirt bikes when I was a kid. I never had a motorcycle, though. Like a road one. I used to pop the wheelie back in the day. Jump the jump, pop the wheelie, put on the helmet. Do a burnout. We had a 3-wheeler and my brother wrecked it into some barbed wire one time. It was funny. He got stuck. Oh, cool, it's Crimson. BD sucks. It's like exchanging gifts every year. So happy to survive another year. Yeah. I hate family get-togethers, too. I don't know why, like, the whole family has to go and stare at each other. I know, I get it, though. I don't hate it. I don't know. Every time we have a family get-together, I'm just like, ugh, no. Like, I'd rather go see people individually, I guess. I don't want to, like, not see my family. I just don't like going and, like, everybody stares at each other. And, like, they always do something weird, too. They always want to make everybody look like an idiot. I don't know. My family's weird. Our family get-togethers are strange. Not fun to me. Like, I'd rather go see my grandma, like, one-on-one, or go see my mom one-on-one. I don't want to go see Uncle Bob and Uncle George and Aunt Karen and... You know what I mean? I'll go see them on my own if I want to. It's annoying. It's because, you know, like, your grandma wants to get everybody together. Your mom wants to get everybody together. You gotta go do it for that. You don't really want to go. At least I don't. Did you do it again, Sane? Or is that from the before? Is that a new one? What are you doing? Hold on a sec. Do I gotta add more time? Oh, yeah. Alright. I'm gonna put on 3:15 now. After dark timer. Thank you so much. We're from Ohio, man. Like Cincinnati area. Oh, let's see. Not quite hillbilly, but everyone probably thinks we are. That's where I live. I don't live in Kentucky or Tennessee or... But if anybody else ever hears Ohio, they probably think So that's where I live. Place where people probably think you're a hillbilly. I do have quite a few hillbillies out here, though, so I get it. Their foot hanging out the window while they drive in their pick-em-up truck. We got all the pick-em-up trucks around here. I would drive one, too, if I ever got one, but seems like everybody wants to drive one of those around here. Alright. Come on, dude. I need gems. Gems, gems, gems. Just gems. I don't want anything else. I'll take orbs, I guess. I was orbing some troops the other day. I like to look at my Guild Wars troops. Like, when you're a high level, like, what else you gonna orb? Once you orb, or medal, I'm talking about medaling, basically. Medal, orb, whatever. Once you do, like, High King Iron Gut and Phoenicia, and, like, the top 3 or 3 to 5. Once you get those done, I feel like you should move on to your Guild Wars troops. Once you get everything done that you, like, use and benefits from being medaled, I feel like Guild Wars troops is the way to go. Why not give your team a little bit of extra stats for Guild Wars? Like, I actually did Hatir and Scroll, which probably isn't one you should do super early. Give my red team a little bit of a boost. Try to keep it undefeated. So far, so good, though. Yeah, let's try to make a team for Sane. She said a wand team that's loopy. I haven't really messed with the wand too much. I throw it on random teams. I've definitely used it, but I wouldn't really... I don't know. Wand. Oh, here's a... Hey, let's do this. This is Glorfindel's team. It has a wand on it. It's kind of loopy. Let's do this. I showed it on my Guild Wars all-team, all-color video, but I don't think a lot of people saw it, so here you go. And this was the very last team of that video. So a video that already flew under the radar. This was the last team on it, so you guys probably haven't seen it. But here's a wand team. It's also an all-brown team. It also uses troops you're never going to use. It's kind of cool. So... I've only used it, like, once, so I don't even know what I'm doing here. Let's get up the wand. Alright, I think he says cast the dragon. And then... do this again. Cast the dragon. I'll show the team code after we use it a few times. It's got Goblin Bomber on it. It's kind of surprising. And the Autumnal Imp is surprising, too. Like, the Wand of Stars, yeah. The Garnisherlin, yeah. But the middle two, you never see those. He comes up with some crazy teams. A lot of y'all are from Indiana, huh? Keeping the rant up. Youngstown, Ohio. Pocket Trash is in Indiana, where we aren't hillbillies, but everybody here thinks they're hillbillies. Yeah, it's like the same thing. Indiana and Ohio are pretty much... I feel like we're pretty similar as far as how the rest of the country sees us. Like, we don't think we are, but everybody else thinks we are. Like, if you're in Kentucky or somewhere, you know you are, and you don't even deny it. Alright. What do I do now? This thing? Think so. Oh, we didn't hit on that. I don't think I've ever had to cast this Goblin Bomber with this team, but now I'm about to. Let's get this. Alright. Well, it's having a slightly off battle. That happens. You see my Skull team has those every once in a while, too. Let's see. What am I doing? This. Alright, we got the wand. It's like if you don't hit on the wand, most of the time you're going to. If you don't hit on the wand, it's kind of weird, but most of the time you're going to. Does everyone sing Country Road over there? Take me home. Is that song? To the place. I don't know country. I don't even think that's the right song, is it? I swear, that weapon, the Wand of Stars, you get an extra turn pretty often with that. 6 elemental stars. It's pretty sweet. Alright, let's do Garnisherlin. Then I guess this? Maybe the wand. Maybe go... I'll figure it out. Probably just do wand if you got it. Dragon if you got it, wand if you got it. If you don't have that stuff, do the other stuff. Let's try again. I'm gonna get the hang of it. Sam says, one of my friends said, hey man, what's a redneck? I said, here man, let me smack you on the back of the neck here with my hand, and now you're one of us. Jim says, mine is from West Virginia since 1704. Sam says, I hate the original green orb and only levels up 1. It's a green orb of growth crap. Yeah, I hate seeing green. Green's like always been the worst one, right? No one wants green. If you get a green orb and you're like, yes! You're probably like level 50. I remember back in the day when an orange wasn't, like you didn't get mad about it. You guys remember that? When they first came out, we had green, we had orange, we had purple, we had blue. And we got an orange, we're like, yeah, orange, woohoo! Now we're like, ugh, I hate freaking orange. Orange sucks. Even blue and purple these days. You get a blue. If you're a high-level player and you get a blue, remember when they first came out? Blue, orange, purple, green. You used to get a blue, and that was like one of the best ones. You're like, yes, I got a blue. Now we're just like, ugh, not another blue. I hate blue. Trying to figure out like why the Autumnal Imp. He has like everything on this team has the gain bonus brown mana from brown gem matches. Like or some of them do. I don't know. On the Guild Wars video, I used it and it worked good. I haven't used it like a bunch back to back to back to back. Oh, baby, look at that. Lady Outfit says, combined with the Tier and Scroll Reborn I was toying with. Gym's near Chicago. Sane says, ditch of Europe here, a.k.a. Dope Land, a.k.a. Netherland. Supernova says, Xbox doesn't have the updates version of Cookie Clicker. You're still talking about Cookie Clicker, man. Go play some Angry Birds. Go play Minesweeper. Ali Bandy says, I am in California. You're in California. I'm going to remember that now. Sam is from the countryside out here in Texas. A lot of people are from Texas, too, I feel like. We got a lot of Indiana, a lot of Texas, and a lot of the UK. In the centers of the choir, like the centers. Like multiple people from Indiana, definitely multiple people from the UK, and definitely multiple people from Texas. I know that for sure. To the place! Kentucky Fried Chicken. What do you guys think about Kentucky Fried Chicken? If you had to go get some food, you had to go out and go through a drive-thru, would you pick Kentucky Fried Chicken? Goblin plus wand. Oh. Samsung says, somebody please catch that chicken. We need to eat food tonight. Orb of Clans I like. I still like Orb of Clans. Because that's my get the new mythic stash. The more purple orbs you get, so think of it this way, the more purple orbs you can get, the more you can then free up your glory keys to just open them up. Like when you're late game, the more purple orbs you get, the more acceptable it is to open all your glory keys. Kinda. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do anyway. I'm talking about like in game though. You already have most of the mythics, all the legendaries, all the epics, etc. You got Zul'Goth, you got Dawnbringer, you got 3 Nisha medals. That type of end game. Got so many purple orbs. If any new mythic comes in, you're good. What am I saving these glory keys for then? You know what I'm saying? I got a level 6 chest. I got all these purple. I got all these seals. I got all these gem keys. What do I need my glory keys for then? I'm just going to open them all up and get some gems. Maybe get a mythic. Maybe get something I don't have. That's what I've been doing anyway. I don't know why people save all their glory keys. Should just use them. At least late game. Kind of switches back. With the glory keys, early game you just open them all. Mid game you save them. And then late game you start opening them all again. Come on, Wand. Wand Conseco. Come on, Wand Conseco. Remember when Wand Conseco was trying to catch that fly ball and it bounced off his head and it went over the wall and the guy got a home run? Oh, Wand Conseco. Sure, he said that the sun got in his eyes. Guy hit a home run off his head. Sam says, don't break my heart, my achy breaky heart. Angry Birds. Tim says, no way. Do a poll about what? No Popeyes if it's chain. You go to Popeyes, okay. Winco. Oh, about like chicken? Make a poll about chicken? I love the blue major orbs and major orbs of... Why? No problem, Jam Ricks. It's going pretty good. My brain is like pudding right now, but you guys are still putting up with it. Northern Mountains. Sam says, hey, is everybody's computers running okay? Well, you better go catch it. Is your refrigerator running? Wand Conseco. Yeah, it is Jose. I don't know why he's Wand. He's Wand. It's an imaginary baseball player I made up. It's a combination of Juan Gonzalez and Jose Canseco. His name is Juan Canseco. Juan Gonzalez would probably be better, but... What time is it? It's almost midnight here, so it should have been Juan Gonzalez, but it was Juan Canseco. Also, Juan Canseco had a baseball bounce off his head into the stands, and the guy got a home run. So, Juan Gonzalez did not do that. Who was the guy where the guy stole the baseball? Like it was a foul ball. It was like the World Series. The player that was like right there while the guy stole the baseball, like caught it, robbed him. I don't think that was Juan Gonzalez. I should name my team Juan Gonzalez whenever I come up with the Wand of Stars team. What? Go away, computer. Bring all you have, I could take it. Whenever I go to KFC, I get the bowl thing, because I never know what I want. I'll eat anything from KFC, but I never feel like going there. If I have a choice, I'd even rather go to, like, Long John Silver's or something. Do you guys have that place? I don't even like it that much, but I'd rather have it than KFC, like, these days. Because you can get fish there. You can't... I don't get fish anywhere else. I get sick of eating hamburgers and pizza and stuff like that. I want something different. I don't know. KFC always makes me feel like going to sleep. It tastes good. It's like the way it makes you feel after you eat it that I don't like. No matter how much of it I eat, doesn't matter. KFC's like, if you want to take a nap, you should eat that. If you're at work and you eat like a bunch of KFC for lunch, for the rest of the day you feel like crap at work. You'd rather cook yourself? Yeah, I've been doing that more recently. Fast food was like a 20s thing. Teenager type of deal. Every once in a while for the kids. Reward them with McDonald's, you know? Go get your shots at the doctor and we get you a cheeseburger. You know what I mean? You know my stance on McDonald's. I do not like McDonald's. I will eat the fries. I'm okay with the chicken. I just hate the burgers. And that comes from eating it every day. When I used to work 45 minutes away, there was only a McDonald's next to my place of employment. Well, pretty much, you know. There's probably something else. There's like a Chinese. I didn't feel like going in there. The only drive-through. And it was like, you know when you work like really far away from home, you don't like drive around near your work and like look around and like figure out, yeah. So I knew of the one restaurant next to the building. I wasn't going to go in like a 15-minute radius on my lunch break. You know what I mean? You're not going to spend extra time before work or after work learning the area of the place. You either like bring something from home or you go to that restaurant that you know is right there. If you got a lunch break, man, you got to walk out of the building, you got to get in your car, you got to drive to the place, then you got to wait in line, then you get your food, then you got to hurry up and scarf it down and go back. So you're not like driving 30 minutes away to get some different kind of food. So I ate McDonald's a bunch, like, I don't know, 10 years ago. I don't know. Probably less than that, but that sounds good. And I got super sick of it. And it was like a bad McDonald's, too, I guess. It, like, made me hate it. They weren't even a good McDonald's. It was like a bad McDonald's that I was eating at every day. Trying different stuff. You know how it goes. You like end up eating the whole menu. Work at a place for like 5 years plus. That's 45 minutes to an hour away from your house. Somebody feels me. There's that one restaurant next to the building. You don't want to go any further. You just pick something different on the menu every day. Or not every day, but you know what I mean. A couple times a week. Get sick of it. The other place I worked, there was 2 choices. There was like Wendy's and I think Taco Bell, but I was scared of the Taco Bell. Because we was in the hood. I don't know. That's not a good thing to say. Taco Bell scares me anyway, but the neighborhood was sketchy. You ever ate at a sketchy Taco Bell? Then you go back to work and you pretty much get sick. Dang, Lady Alfred, you're crazy. Another
gifted membership. Thank you so much. You're a legend. Supporting the channel like that in these down times. In the Great Depression of Gems of War. Supporting the channel in the Great Depression. Everybody's off vacationing in Hawaii. Playing all these newfangled games. Outside playing beach ball with their shirt off. You know? Like Top Gun and stuff. Wasn't that the movie where they play beach ball with their shirts off and give each other hugs? That's what you guys are doing while you're not playing Gems of War. Yeah. You're out there giving guy hugs to each other with your shirt off playing volleyball. I know. Didn't even invite me. What if I want to play volleyball? Nobody, you just let me sit here playing Gems of War, making videos? Why? What the heck? I thought we were better friends than that. The people that aren't even here that I'm talking to right now, that aren't even here, so they can't even hear it. That's the whole conundrum. You say things to people that don't want to hear the thing you say. They're off playing volleyball together with their shirts off. In the summer. At the beach. In Hawaii. Playing like some newfangled game. Brand new. Straight off the shelf. Smells like that new plastic. And I'm just sitting here playing Gems of War, making videos and stuff. Why'd you invite me? Why'd you invite me? Come on. You're leaving me behind here. Let me know where the cool place is. I don't want to be stuck here by myself. Let me know where the party is. Put some sunscreen on my nips. And let's do some volleyballs. I want to join in. I'll bring the sunscreen. You can give me put a little bit on, you know. Just need a little help. Reach the spots. I'll spike it. I'm a good spiker. I'll do the thing. I'll alley-oop you. I'll set you up. You know? They'll slam it over on our side. And I'll set you up. I'll do the and then you jump up and you slam it. I'm real good at that. Then you'll look good too. You're just missing out. You could have somebody setting up you for a spike. Nah, you just left me out. You didn't give me the memo. In Hawaii. Jeez. Long John Silver's. Think I gotta add some time. My phone just died. That sucks. Let's see. So 40, that's... I still can't do math. Alright, we're gonna do 323. It keeps increasing. You think I'm crazy right now? Just wait like an hour from now. What do you think about that? You're asking for it. Sane, you're playing with fire. You think a crazy beach ball nipple story? Well, what about an hour from now? It's probably going to get worse. Crazier. Your McDonald's made hamburgers of the missing kids from the neighborhood. Yeah, I don't know. You know, a sketchy Taco Bell? Last time I went to McDonald's was back in the early 70s, says Allie. Chad says about to jump on a pirate ship and continue Guild Wars along with my dailies. I love my baby back, baby back, baby back. I want my baby back, baby back. Ha! Samsung. Yeah, I've been eating like grilled chicken and green beans and crap like that. Trying to be healthier. You know how it goes. I like Long John Silver's, man. You want some fish sometimes? You tired of hamburgers and pizza and crap like that? Burritos? Get something slightly different. It's not like awesome or anything. Supernova was too pasty to be invited. Me too, man. What's going on, Supernova? Everybody that's here, they didn't give us the invite. I'm sure some of y'all have been there. You like dip and you do the little dip and dodge. You kind of go over there, dip your toe, and come back here and dip your toe. So you kind of know what's up, but you're not telling. They told you it's a secret. There's a secret password, and you're not going to tell us the secret password where everybody else is. No girls allowed or something. A sausage party, probably. I don't even want to come then. That sounds like no fun. You just think you're having fun, but you're really not. Just because it's something new and different. Really, it's just a sausage party. Beach ball sausage party. That's where everybody is. In Hawaii. Hit me with your best shot. If you guys keep putting lyrics in, I'll keep singing them. Have y'all ever just went to different restaurants and spent $100 worth of food? No. Bring it and we'll put you to sleep. Fire away. Alright, let's read another movie thing, dude. That's easy because I can just read something. Alright, let's see. Here's one. Alright, guess the movie. I'm going to do a plot. I'm going to leave out certain words so you don't get it too quick. But this is a plot from the 80s or the 90s of a movie that you probably saw. Alright, this doctor guy. Oh man, you're going to get this too fast. Doctor guy comes home and his wife is dead. Despite his efforts, the attacker evades capture. His account of events is dismissed due to the absence of forced entry. She had a big life insurance policy. And a misinterpreted 911 call where she can be heard crying out for him to help her. Oh, DC's here! Haha! Yo, Faceless One was walking everybody earlier, and now DC's here. He got it. Now we got some competition in the building. Not that anybody, you know, everybody, just saying, it was fun. Faceless One was just getting them too fast. We watch too much movies. We're lazy, you know. We should be out there doing stuff. Beach balling with our nips. But we're in here watching The Fugitive. Let's finish this battle and I'll do another one. I think that's fun. Alright. Let's do another one. Some of them are too easy. Like, if I did cliffhanger, like, I would say something about a mountain and you guys would get it. Let me find something. That one's too easy too, like Groundhog Day. You get that so fast. I'm trying to find one where it's not like super obvious what's going on. Nah, I can't do that. Poop. Probably should just go to a different year. Come on, man. Find something. Really? Alright. I'm gonna try this one. It's probably not a good one, though. Alright, so... let's do a battle. Oh, 300 gems! You see that? That's what I'm looking for. Following the impact of a meteorite into Earth 65 million years ago, the universe is split into two parallel dimensions. Surviving dinosaurs escape into the new dimension, evolving into a humanoid race and founding a city. In 1973, a large egg and a rock are left at the orphanage, and the egg hatches into a human baby girl. Oh, Supernova! Yeah! I never even seen that one. I heard it was, like, terrible. I probably did watch it, though. As a tiny child. The Breakfast Club? Hell yeah. That's like my mom liked that movie, and, like, she watched it, and then I watched it, too, type stuff. And then I've seen it since then, of course. That was a good one. You know, when you're a little kid, your mom just watches stuff and you have to watch it too. At least back in the day. Nowadays, they don't have to do that. Remember stuff where we didn't have stuff back in the day? You remember that? Remember when you didn't have a phone? You had to, like, go to your house and to use the phone? Now you just have a phone in your pocket all the time. Remember that? Guys, remember that when you didn't have a phone, like, all the time, dude? You, like, had to, like, go in your house. Like, if you're outside riding the lawnmower and shit, you gotta, like, go all the way in the house to use the phone. Like, if you want to call somebody. Do you even call people anymore? I don't call people. That's my other rant about not calling people. You guys like the not calling people rant? You should text people, don't call them. It's very rude of you. Very rude of you to be calling people, demanding that they answer the phone. It's just like driving slow. You gotta think of it the other way around. You gotta have empathy for the other person. See, people, like, used to try to call me, like, a narcissist or something, but I'm always thinking about other people, and whenever I, like, driving slow, calling somebody, I'm always thinking about other people and their feelings. That's, like, the complete opposite of that. That's crazy. That's why I was, like, totally surprised, because it's not even close. Just imagine you call somebody and they're on the toilet taking a dump. And you demand that they answer your phone call. If you text them, they can just text you back. Whenever. I like that. I love that. I'm glad that we don't have to, like, just call each other now. We can just do a little texty poo. And get back to them whenever. Whenever you text somebody, you don't think they're going to immediately respond, right? Because I don't think that. I mean, it's cool if they do, but you don't expect it, right? Unless you're like a selfish weirdo. You text somebody, and then that thing's out there. Whenever they see it, whenever they feel like texting you back, that's how it goes. It's not like they see it and they have to immediately respond or else. That's not how it is. When you call somebody, though, it makes a loud ring, ding, dong, like 50 freaking times, and they have to pick it up or it keeps ring, ding, donging. What the heck? It's like a booby trap. You're like setting a booby trap off in their pocket while they're taking a dump. Why are you doing that? And they don't even have to be taking a dump. They could be elbow deep in a car, like fixing a car. They got grease all over their hands. You're going to call them up. I'm going to give them a phone call. It's more personal. I'll get the sale that way for sure. You got the business, you got to call them all the time. You can't do a texter. You can't do the email. It's more personal. You got to give them a call. Well, what if they're freaking doing something like most people are all the time? And you're not the only person in the world where they're going to answer your stupid phone call as soon as you call. How about that? Now you're just selfish because you're calling people on the phone. Which is ridiculous. You shouldn't do that. I know some people are like, yeah, I like to talk to my sister. I like to talk to my friend. I like to talk to my mom. That's cool, though, because you both want to do that. You're together. You both want to do it. If you're, like, randomly calling somebody for a random thing, that's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about you and your sister late night chitty-chatting about, you know, stuff. You talking to your mom once a week or whatever, that's different. Calling your brother, your family, your friend. You guys want to do that. You're like, hey, I'm going to call you up. talk at 10 o'clock every night for 1,000,000 hours. That's cool. You just like randomly calling random strangers and don't give them any warning. Or like people you don't tell them you're going to call them, you just call them. That's selfish, man. It's just like driving slow. Everybody behind you just has to just drive slow too, because you want to drive slow. So now the 100 people behind you that want to drive the actual speed limit have to also drive slow because your car is in the way and you're driving slow. So now everybody behind you has to drive slow too. You know, when you're doing that, when you're cruising around enjoying your little drive, just imagine like all the look behind you every once in a while, you know? Just take a little peek. There's like this thing. It's like up in the right. If you look out of your right corner of your eye and you look up a little bit, there's like this thing. It's really shiny. It's like shiny, and you can look in it and you can like see what's behind you. It's crazy. It's like future technology. It's just a little bit up and to the right. And then, or you can look down and to the left. Like outside your window, you like look through your window. And there's like this other little shiny thing that you can look in. And then there you can see like the whole 50,000 people behind you also going slow. Because if there's a bunch of people going 50 on a road and you're going 30 on a road, they're all going to eventually catch up to you. And now you're going to make a solo traffic jam all by yourself. A solo traffic jam. One time I did that on purpose when I was a little a-hole like teenager. Me and my friend got on the highway and we were just like driving slow, and I was in one lane, he was in the other, and we were like going the same speed so nobody could go around us. That's like what you're doing if you're driving slow. You're basically the a-hole teenager on the highway, like you and your buddy both going the same speed. You're in the left lane, he's in the right lane, and you're just clogging up the whole highway on purpose. That's just like calling somebody too. Can't do that no more. But you remember back in the day when you had to do that? There's like a string. There's like a cord. Get the longest cord ever. You can like run that phone all the way to the other side of the house. And then the cord comes out. Like, what happened? I was talking to my sister all night. And my cord came out. I was bugging my father-in-law while he was taking a dump. I was calling my buddy and wondering why he was at the beach in Hawaii playing volleyball with his nipples out, but he wasn't inviting me. Why didn't he invite me to the volleyball game in Hawaii? The nipple volleyball. The nipple ball. I want to do that, too. We're all just stuck here playing Gems of War. It's crazy. Nobody calls us or texts us or nothing. They don't even drive slow. Yo ho ho and a bottle of rum. Rum is good. Yar, let's do some math. If car 1 is moving, when will they intersect? If car leaves Indiana going 60 miles per hour and another car leaves California going 75 miles, that's the type of math I would sleep through in class. And that's the kind that I would get wrong. The equation. Alright, well, what were y'all saying while I was going on a crazy rant about nothing? Pretty much, okay, so Samsung said, and DC's here, by the way. Shout out to DC. Got that question right. Jesus Christ, it ain't nothing like spending your hard-earned money on a lawnmower to get down to the grocery store to get the groceries. Gonna ride your lawnmower to the grocery store? I've seen that before. Riding your lawnmower to the grocery store. You think people really do ride a lawnmower at places? Get a zero turn just to ride it around instead of a car? I want to do that. Go to that. Would you like park it in a parking spot and everything? Like, where would you put your Where would you put your lawnmower when it was time to go inside? And then what about all your groceries? Where are you going to put those? You got to think about that before you get there. If you drive your lawnmower to the grocery store, where are you going to put the groceries? Don't know. Never done it. That'd be a really slow drive, too. That's like most people around here. When they're driving slow, they might as well be driving a lawnmower. He kind of looks like a baby. Get in my belly. I want baby back Chili's baby back ribs. I remember like back in the day, we had like one TV. It was a black square box and the screen was kind of round. Dude, I remember when like you had a big TV that was like a big box. It wasn't flat screen. And you had to like, you know, change the channels and stuff. Like back in the day. You had to read like a book or something. Like see where all the shows are on. Remember that? Like when you had a phone and you had to read the book about what was coming on the TV. I played football in a tomato patch. Yeah, let's just start saying random things. Hey, you better watch it. Y'all going to make his nipples hard. Crank calls, dude. I used to do crank calls. I was very inspired by Beavis and Butthead. But I don't even know if they did that. But, like, you would... I don't know. I used to, like, call people and just play random music on the phone. I'd make sure it's something, like, crazy and nasty and dirty. I don't know. Idiot. Definitely done something like that before. You call the, remember calling, like... Dude, the funnest thing back in the day... I know somebody else had to do this. You watch... Like, you and your buddy are sitting there, right? You're just bored. You're super bored. Like, what are we gonna do? We're bored. And, you're watching TV, right? And then, like, there's the home shopping network thing. Like, commercial or, like, maybe a show comes on late at night back in the day. Like, a home shopping network show comes on back in the day after... It's, like, 2 a.m. or something. There's nothing else on. It's just, like, this home shopping thing. They're selling jewelry or something. You call it. And they, like, take calls live on the air. And then you just, like, crank call them. And you get to hear... You, like, get to hear yourself on TV. Because back in the day, they didn't screen calls and stuff. And, like, they thought it was somebody legit, like, calling in to buy some jewelry or something. It was, like, the funniest thing ever. Then it's on TV, too. Like, there's other people watching. It's like a crank call where you have, like, an audience. It was so fun. I only did it a couple... They're, like, wise. They got wise to it pretty quick. They got wise to it too quick, you know? We only got to do that a few times back in the day. It's like a live home shopping network, and they're selling whatever, jewelry or whatever. You call the number, and then you, like, just ask stupid questions about the stuff, and, you know, do a crank call. See how long you can keep them on there. Act like you're buying it. Just ask stupid questions. If it's like a necklace, you're like, but how's that going to fit on my foot? Or, you know, how's that bracelet going to fit on my... Will it fit over my head? It's like a bracelet, or like yeah, like a bracelet. How's that supposed to fit on my head? Over my head. It's supposed to go on your wrist, son. Well, how much does it cost? It's $50. Well, will you take $5 for the head bracelet? Yeah, end up hanging up on you. You get a ticket for driving slow in freaking California. I love it. I'm gonna move to California then. I hate that. Somebody says you can't get a ticket for driving slow. But I guess it's different state by state though, huh? Let's see. Alright, 2 hours. Nobody buy any more time. I think I'm happy with where we're at. I don't know if I want to go a whole nother hour now. See, this is the After Dark thing. Make up the rules as I go. I think I'm good with where we're at. I think I don't want to, like, go too long tonight. Alright, I need to use a different team or something. This team is cool, though. I need to get back to my Mechanist leveling. He was using Titan. So I get it. I mean, if you look at this stuff, it's like a dust storm. He's going all brown. Give 2 magic to all brown allies and matching brown gems. You got the percent chance for an extra turn boosted by brown gems. You got the convert 5 brown gems to brown giant gems. I just feel like he could, maybe there's a replacement for the Goblin Bomber out there that does something similar. Maybe it's the low mana cost with the extra turn that he's looking for. It's like, what about like Flaming Oni maybe, but that's just a really high mana cost. Maybe he's just looking for something that gets up way too easy. Or gets up easier. Alright. Let's do this. Let's go back to this for a little bit. I'm trying to open like all my vault keys. We have a vault event coming pretty soon. Here, let's look at the spoilers. I'm sure some of y'all already seen them. McDonald's. But I didn't look at them too much. We got one of those weeks next week where the last day of the month is on Friday, so it feels like it should be a new mythic, but it's not. We have to wait a whole another week for a new mythic. I hate when the last day of the month falls, and that's also why we're doing this tonight. Like, I could have done it next weekend if it was a little different. The last day of the month is on Friday, so we don't get a new mythic until like the 7th or the 6th or whatever. It's about as far into the new month as it can go. I don't even know if it's good or not. Like, what's the next mythic, the next new mythic look like? Alright, what's going on next week? We got a White Helm week. That's Guard's Avatar, right? So if you don't have Guard's Avatar, get that next week. Angry Mob. Guard's Avatar. Holy Saint Astra. If you're looking for the... Tesla's really strong right now. And Holy Saint Astra is the 50% start for Tesla. So if you're just now getting your Teslas and you're looking for that 50% start, well, there it is. It's coming next week. With Guard's Avatar. Who's pretty good. He's like the underworld, like, use them when you can't use other stuff type of dude. There's like Rowan, Guard's Avatar, Phoenicia, Scourge of Honor. There's like a certain amount of troops that kind of do the same thing for different colors. A little bit of a different strength here and there, but definitely use Guard's Avatar if you get it. It's just not like a top 10 or anything. It's really good in the underworld when you can't have like green or when it's its colors. It's red, brown, yellow, I think. I think most people will use it. I mean, Tesla's really good too. So Holy Saint Astra, if it's a red or a blue, or actually no, if it's red and yellow or red and green or blue and yellow, blue and green, you know what I mean. Why'd I take red? Thinking about red. Tesla. Blue. Sweet. I need gems. What else? The Archdeva. I'm not a big fan of the Archdeva. Like taking a whole slot up on your team just to get like one other troop up. It does have some decent... It's got the barrier and bless though. I don't know. I feel like the Archdeva, some people like it, but they still just never use it. There are some of those types of troops out there though. Where they're like, they're good, and you know they're good, but you never use them. It's kind of like the Archdeva for me. Like Lord of Slaughter. I like Lord of Slaughter, but I'm not using it all the time. Like Arc Proxy Avendra. There's some good troops out there that you just don't have to have them, really. You don't have to use them. It's crazy how few troops you could get by with in this game, if you really wanted to. And they don't even have to be mythics. They should do something about that, but I don't know what they could do. Like, if you took all the troop... If you just took the bare minimum, like if we did like a you pick, I pick thing, and you just pick a troop, I pick a troop, you pick a troop, I pick a troop, you would be good to go after like picking like 20 troops or 30 troops maybe. You could do everything in the freaking game. Like, fine, too. It wouldn't be like you're struggling either. I could probably get through this game with like 50 troops max. Like, there's so many troops. Like, how many is there? 1,000? And you can get through the whole game with like 50 of them? What's the point of the other 950 troops? There's certain restrictions, yeah, but I still, if I have 50 of them, I'm going to have something for that restriction, probably. It's kind of a weird, something like, it's hard to fix. It's like a problem they created for themselves that's really hard to fix now. It's like, I don't know. You put out a bunch of troops, then you put out a bunch of more, you put out a bunch of more, you put out a bunch of more. Well, those first troops that, there's a couple of them that suck and you never use, but you put them out like 5 years ago. Are you really going to tweak those? And I don't know. They're not going to sit there and mess with troops they put out like 4 years ago. Or they would rather put in new troops. They just keep putting in new. And even the new ones they put in, like, look at the newest one in the Glory Shop. When are you ever going to use that thing? Never. What's the point? What's the point? It's like a, I don't know though. Like, as a beginner, it should be nice to hear that. You can get through this game with like 50 troops, and they don't even have to be mythics. You can have like 50 troops that are legendary and under and still get through the game easily and still be going pretty quickly too. You don't even need mythics. You don't even need like a lot of the troops. It's pretty crazy. What was it? Look at this thing. What are you going to do with that? When? Why? Where? It's like literally just to be another troop from Bright Forest. That's it. They might as well just draw a stick figure, write some nonsense, and put some random traits there. Like, there'd be no different. Does it matter how she looks or what her name is? No. Does it matter what her spell is? Not really. Does it matter what trait she has? No. What's the point? The only thing that matters is she's from Bright Forest. To most people. What's the point of that? It'd be cool if they could figure out a way to make, like, every troop viable somehow. Like, people could, you know how there's, like at some games you can be, like, a certain, I don't know. I'm trying to think of a way. You can go down, like, certain builds. Maybe you could add certain, like, you could pick troops that nobody uses, and then you could add, like, maybe you could, be cool if you could just create your own troops and, like, add different traits. I mean, there's games out there where you create like a racing game, you create the track, or Fall Guys, you create the thing, or maybe they should let us create troops. We can just, here's all the traits, here's some spells. You can take one of these traits, one of these traits, one of these traits. You can make a spell for yourself. You give it a typing, you give it a kingdom. It'd be cool if we could like make our own troops somehow. That could never happen, but you can dream, right? People saying they want live PvP for like 10 years now. That's never going to happen either. People saying they want a treasure hunt rework. That hasn't happened. Well, I want to like create a troop, or like to be able to add and mix and match traits or something. Like take peasant and you can add a certain trait to them to make them better. I don't know how that would work, but it sounds cool as I'm really tired at nighttime. My brain is pudding. Come up with some crazy ideas when you're half asleep. Right, so White Helm week next week. And then we got the holiday, summer holiday. So the holiday event, that means like a legendary, the pet and the golden version of the pet, the power orb, and the armor, right? I don't really like the summer armor. I think it looks stupid. My favorite is the one I'm wearing. I like that armor the best. I think the summer armor's trash. Faction event, Hall of Guardians. Pet rescue is Peace Pigeon. Priest class. We got faction on the weekend, Sunken Fleet. Didn't we just have Sunken Fleet? Swear. That happens though sometimes. You'll have a Tuesday event somewhere, and then you'll have a weekend event somewhere. I think that's happened before as well with some other faction. The Sunken Fleet, I swear we just had that. Like last week. Or was it this week? Let me finish this battle. Yellow and green. Or brown. Okay, we don't have any alignment at all. We need brown or yellow. Here's some yellow. We need alignment with brown. We don't have it. Do we have blue to brown or yellow to skull? We kind of have this. Let's go. Cataclysm. Let's do the Doomed Glaive next, because we just put a bunch of brown on the board. Should finish them off. Ugh, close. Do Wrath win. So I think I need Sunken Fleet, so I might do that. I might do that on the weekend. It's much easier to not do it on the weekend, I've found, though. Unless you're close. I don't know. I had a strategy where I was just doing the faction events on the weekend when they came through. It's definitely easier, like, as far as the level 500 pure faction is easier because you have more potions, you have more stats, but it takes a long time. And if you pick at it every day and you get Sunken Fleet done that way, it kind of takes less time. You don't have to, like, do this concerted effort all in one day or one weekend. I don't know. I'm trying to decide how I want to do the rest of the underworld. I thought my strat was wait till it has a weekend event and then just get it done in one day. But it takes forever, dude. I hate that day. I've done it a bunch of times now, and that Friday where I just go all the way to 500, that day sucks because I'm just playing Gems of War all day doing a faction event. I'd almost rather pick at it 3 times a day for 20 minutes or whatever, than waste a whole Friday going from 0 to 500. Because that's the thing, you can be halfway through in a faction, but if you try to get it done during a faction event, you have to start back at 0. And it's definitely easier because you have more stats and stuff, but you got to start back at 0. That's the con. The pro is it's easier because you have more potions and stats. The con is you have to start back at 0. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do with Sunken Fleet, but it's next Friday, so I better decide. Gotta see how far. I don't even think I'm that far either, so that... It's like, depends on how far you are. If you're on level 400, you should probably just pick at it and get it done day to day. If you're on level 100, you should probably just do the faction event. Because going from 0 to 100 isn't that bad. It just sucks when you're at like 200 or 300. And you can't decide. Come on, man. Where's alignment? Is the summer event the dingleberry thing where you collect a dingleberry for like kill green enemies and collect a green dingleberry and give it to Luther and he'll give you a copy of the legendary and a copy of the pet, and then the pet will turn into a golden pet. They really figured out, well, they kinda did. I was gonna say they really figured out their audience, their community, with all the pets and stuff, but feels like they're losing them now. It's like they know what they want, but they're too greedy, and they're not respectful of us. They know what you want. They know you want dragons. They know you want shiny pets and golden pets and starry pets. They know you want Pokemon. They know you want dragons and Pokemon pets. But they also, all the bugs, all the mistakes, all the all the greediness, all the just not respecting your time, not respecting the money that you give to the game. I think some people have finally said it's enough. But there for a little bit. I'm talking 6 months ago, maybe a year ago. They had their finger on exactly what you wanted. They just didn't implement it the right way. They're a little less greedy, a little more respectful. They would have, would have done some stuff a little bit different. They could have. They're so close. They screwed it up. Instead, they screwed it up. I feel like that's exactly what the people want. They want shiny, starry pets and dragons that come out of an egg that's random, like a gotcha thing, and that's what everybody wants. It's just the way they went about it, and the disrespect, and the wasting our time and money, and the mistakes and the bugs and stuff. Everybody's like, they're cool. Like, hey, I'm gonna get these dragons. I'm gonna get Diamantina. I'm gonna try this epic trial. And then they got frustrated, and they're like, and then they thought of all the other stuff. They got frustrated with that epic trial. They got frustrated with that 6th dragon that they keep getting 50 copies of Ruby Wrath or something. They're already frustrated with the dungeon and the epic trials and stuff. And then they think about, oh, Kurandara, why'd you leave it out of the freaking event key drop table? Oh, why does a weapon have no positive stats effect on it when that's not super hard to do? The summon's on there. Why isn't the positive stats effect on there? All these stupid mistakes they keep making. Like, some people got fed up, man. You can go play volleyball in Hawaii with your nipples out, you know? There's other stuff to do in the world. It's not just Gems of War. Gotta let the devs know. This isn't the Truman Show where Gems of War is the only thing to do in the world. There's other things we could be doing. They don't respect us. They really don't, honestly. Like their own testers, they don't listen to. If they treat them like that, how do you think they're treating like a normal customer? Like banning people for playing the game and stuff. Chris Crinkle. The disrespectful amount of stuff they give you whenever they screw up. Oh, you blew 50 million event keys trying to get a certain troop that wasn't in the drop table. Well, here's 50 gems for you. I'll give you the 50 gems. Can't give you back all your keys, but I'll give you the 50 gems, though. Let me catch up in the chat. Sorry, y'all. When I'm tired, man, I just, especially when I start going on something and I do my thing, you know, like the ranty thing. I'm just like, keep going. Especially when I'm tired. It's gonna happen. I'm back. Don't do drugs, kids. You're drinking wrong water, Gatorade. Gatorade sucks. Water's the best. If you need some sleep, go to bed. You had to get up to change the channel? Cheech and Chong. People drive tractors to prom? Man, I missed a lot of the chat, sorry. Grandma's Boy, yeah. I love that movie. Am I driving okay, man? I think we're parked, man. It's one of my favorite movies. At least it used to be. Yeah, all those like pothead movies back in the day. They were pretty funny. Sane says I did dog poop on a paper and covered it in paper, lit it up and rang the doorbell. Oh no. You did the old ding dong dash with the dog poop on the porch. They stomp it out, get some poop on their shoe. Supernova says I used to stay up late to catch the Phantom channel at 3 a.m., but it was almost too fuzzy to see what was on. You're trying to watch some porno, dude. Sane says I got a ticket for cycling too fast. They thought I was hanging at some... Wow. This week in Guild Wars, the opposing guild has 4 copies of weird troops for some reason. Yeah, I had one where they had 4 fire bombs. I thought that was strange. First of all, you're not using different troops. So you're... Like, what is that? That person must either be leaving that guild or just not playing at all, or I have no idea. I've never seen that before. I sell propane and propane accessories. Damn it, Bobby. That's why I wish you could morph, merge troops, and see what random thing it turns into. Ooh, that'd be cool. Monster Rancher. Gem Clicker, Cookie Clicker. They should add armor options that have different effects. Ooh, that'd be cool. DC says, in case the devs are watching, bring back the re-roll option for campaign tasks. Yeah, like the PvP one. Nobody likes that, huh? That's why they go play volleyball. Shiny troops, yeah. They're just gonna make everything shiny and starry and goldy. The flash offers are getting worse. They're sending them to my cell phone now. What up, Matt Herbert? I'm trying to survive. I'm like, it's late. Tired. It's after dark. Just getting into the mid game? That's cool. Supernova says I'm making 2K cookies per second now. Water sucks. What's that movie where the kids run into the back of a police because they were high? Is that like Super Troopers or something? I don't know. I forget. Puzzle Quest 3 has the armor thing? That's cool. Let's do this battle, then I'll do another movie thing. I'll read a random movie from the 80s or 90s. I'll read the plot, and then you gotta figure out what movie it is in the chat. Gonna leave out things that will make it super obvious. Luckily, this team doesn't take much thought. You just match skulls, cast spells. Alright, let's find another one. Alright, here we go. I don't know. It's probably... Alright, I'm clicking on one. Alright, there's this kid, and he's like a bad kid. And especially to his neighbor. His neighbor pretends to be asleep just to avoid him. The kid thinks that he's sick, so he like gives him medicine. His parents try to discipline him as they get ready for work and leave him with his friend at the home of their classmate whom they dislike. As they fix up an abandoned treehouse in the woods, a criminal arrives in town. Vacuuming up spilt paint in the garage, he inadvertently shoots a glob of it onto his neighbor's barbecue grill. Tasting it, he suspects the kid. His parents leave him with a teenage babysitter named Polly, who invites her boyfriend Mickey over. Sneaking outside, the kid pranks them by ringing the doorbell and hiding. Until Mickey tapes a thumbtack to it. The neighbor investigates the vacuum in their garage and accidentally shoots himself in the gonads with a golf ball. Yeah. See, I'm trying to pick some that, like, maybe you didn't watch or something. Hey! Faceless One and DC got it. As soon as I hear about the criminal coming to town, I remember that part. It's kind of like Home Alone, you know? Dennis the Menace. Or I guess Home Alone's kind of like Dennis the Menace. I don't know. Macaulay Culkin is Dennis. And the robbers are Mr. Wilson. Mr. Wilson! Better off dead. Alright, let's find another one. Alright, so this guy loses his wife, and he and their 8-year-old son start a new life in a new city. But they continue to mourn. A year later, on Christmas Eve, the kid calls into a radio talk show and persuades his reluctant dad to go on the air to talk about how much he misses his wife. Thousands of women from around the country hear the program and are touched by the story and write to him. One of the listeners is a woman who's a reporter and is engaged to Walter, but feels there is something missing from their relationship. After watching a movie, she writes a letter suggesting that Sam meet her somewhere on Valentine's Day. Hey, DC got it. I don't know if I ever watched that whole movie. Chicago architect Sam Baldwin loses his wife Maggie to cancer, and he and their 8-year-old son Jonah start a new life in Seattle. That's the real words. I changed them, obviously. 'Cause if I say Seattle and the wife dies, you're gonna know it right away. Alright, here's one. Alright. 18-year-old Rebecca moves from her small South Dakota farm town to attend college at the University of Los Angeles. On her first day, she and her parents meet a guy who's the resident advisor of her co-ed dormitory. After they leave, the clash of cultures causes Becca to consider returning home, but the guy convinces her to give the college a chance. Ah, Mike D got it. Dude, I remember that movie. That was Pauly Shore. He was kind of like the guy. He was kind of funny back in the day, you know. He's actually he was on like Joe Rogan or something recently. Can't remember what he was talking about on there, but I think he was on Joe Rogan. Pauly Shore. It's like his mom, like the comedy club or something, like the comedy club where Joe Rogan was always at. Like Pauly Shore's mom was like the owner of it. That's how he got into movies and crap. Like his mom owned a comedy store. I don't know. Biodome, yeah. We got chippies, we got chippies. Or I like chippies, I like chippies. We got lots of stuff to eat. When I'm a duck-billed platypus. They're doing the nitrous in the biodome. Eating up all the chips. That's kind of funny. In the army. He was in a lot of movies, dude. Like, Steven Seagal had 1 billion movies with, like, 2 words. And, like, Pauly Shore had a bunch of movies back in the day. La 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 la. Let's find another movie. Man. See, I don't even know if I could get this one. Oh, cool, I got Mechanus to 98. Alright, I don't even know if I could get this one. You guys might get it, though. I'm just going to read it straight up, because I don't even know this. I don't know if I could get this one. In New Orleans, a homeless United States Force Recon Marine and a Vietnam War veteran named Douglas is the target of a hunt. He is given a belt containing money and told that he must reach the other side of the town to win the money in his life. Pursuing him is the hunt organizer and wealthy sportsman, his lead right-hand mercenary, a businessman. Anybody get it yet? No? A businessman. Dang it, I lost my spot. Who has paid $500,000 for the opportunity to hunt a human and assassins including Steven and Peterson. Binder fails to reach his destination, is killed by 3 crossbow bolts. Van Cleef retrieves the money belt. While searching for her father, Binder's estranged daughter Natasha is attacked by a group of muggers who saw that she had a lot of cash earlier and attempted to R her. She is saved by a homeless man with exceptional martial arts skills. A former Force Recon Marine and a sailor, now currently out of work. He's initially hesitant to involve himself in her mission. But as his merchant seaman union dues are in arrears, he reluctantly allows Natasha to hire him as her guide and bodyguard during her search. Unfortunately, the search goes slowly as the city's police force is on strike, making the hunter's livelihood easier to conduct. Nah, you guys are getting close, though. That's like... It's like 2 words, of course. But it's not Steven Seagal. Natasha discovers that her father distributed flyers for a seedy recruiter named Randall Poe, who has been secretly supplying Fushan with homeless men with war experience and no family ties. I said semen. You said semen. You said semen. Natasha questions Randall about her father's death, but they are discovered by an eavesdropping Van Cleef. Fushan and Van Cleef beat Poe and cut his ear as punishment for sending them a man with a daughter. New Orleans police detective Marie Mae Mitchell is reluctant to investigate Binder's disappearance until his charred body is discovered in the ashes of a derelict building. Yeah, faceless one got it. Hard Target. Jean-Claude Van Damme and Juan Gonzalez. It's one of them 2 words Karate Guy movies. Hard Target. Yeah. There's so many. It's like hard to think of the, like, they're all the same. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you had to think of a random Steven Seagal movie where it wasn't like Under Siege, you could probably guess 5 of them. And they just all have 2 words. Hard Target. Well, that was like the first one you guys didn't get like right away. I didn't leave out too many words either. Huh. I'm gonna try this one, but you're probably gonna get it. It's too obvious. Some movies like Mrs. Doubtfire or something like that's. How am I gonna? All right. Man, I don't know this one. I'm just gonna read it and you can guess. I'm not gonna leave nothing out because I don't know how to do it. In November 1987, a sprinter trains to qualify for the 100 meters in the Olympics. He fails to advance in the trials when fellow runner accidentally stumbles and falls, knocking him down and another competitor. They petition for the race to be rerun, but committee leaders deny the request, though he feels pity. He invites him to try again in 4 years' time or to try out for one of the only 2 other sports. Boxing or cycling. He spots a photograph in his office which shows his late father standing next to a fellow... not yet. Gold medalist. He identifies the man as disgraced American champion Irving Blitzer, who was disqualified for cheating in the Olympics and now works as a bookie close to his home. He realizes he could enter the Olympics in Calgary by forming a team, recruiting his friend, who's a champion in something else. They track him down, and he at first refuses to help, but reluctantly agrees to coach the team after learning that he is Ben's son. A recruitment drive fails when only the guy and the other guy stay to the end of a preliminary meeting. Yeah! Cool runnings. Jamaican bobsled team. I had to leave that out. The bobsled part. See how like you could just say one word? That should be another little trivia. You could just say one word and people could get a movie. You like say none and they get Sister Act. You say bobsled and they get Cool Runnings. Just say one word and get and guess a movie sometimes. Dun it, dun 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 it, dun. Right into. Cool Runnings is awesome. Yeah. Alright. We have, like, what, 30 minutes left, which is cool. I'm not saying that for people to donate or anything. I want to end the stream in 30 minutes. So if anybody has any questions or wants me to do something else, I'm just trying to open all my vault keys while I'm sitting here and chatting and staying up late and stuff, and I've only got like 60 of them opened, so. 3 ninjas. Face Off. Steven Seagal has no fantasy, all his movies suck. Cool runnings. Alright, I'm gonna go to a different year. Different year. Do we want to go backwards or forwards? You guys want to go backwards to the 80s or like early 90s? Or you want to go forward to like late 90s or mid 90s? You want to go backward or forward? Somebody just, whoever says it first. Backward, alright. Let's go back to the 80s. Let's go backwards. I'm just going to pick a random year. I might have already did this one some other time. Alright, this guy. Nah, I'm not going to do that one. I gotta find one, so sorry, hold on. Something that's not super easy, but it's also something that most people have seen. Somewhere in the middle. Something hopefully I have seen too, but... Come on. Give me something, please. Let's go. I don't know. Somebody's vrooming out here. It's taking too long, sorry. Okay. Alright, I got one. Maybe. I just cast it. This guy and his younger brother move with their recently divorced mother to the fictional... to a small town in California to live with their grandfather. The mother gets a job at a video store owned by a dude. The dude becomes fascinated with her, or a different girl. A beautiful girl he spots on the boardwalk, though she seems to be with someone else, the leader of a biker gang. Oh no, dude, Faceless One got it. That was fast. We went backwards a little bit, right? It was Lost Boys. Figured that was one people would know. Let's see. You find another one like that. Come on, bro. Give me a movie. I guess I could just look up like, I could type in a certain actor and then just look up one of his movies. Instead of doing it this way. Yeah, I don't like that year. See, the further we go back, the less I'm gonna know. Alright, I'll try this one. Alright. This lady is a feature writer for her father's newspaper and is dating the editor. She travels to a creek, to a town. She travels to a small town in a place. And then a guy reported to have lost half a leg to an animal before crawling hundreds of miles to safety. On arrival, she cannot locate the guy, but she is entertained at the local pub by his business partner. When he arrives that night, she finds his leg is not missing, but he has a large scar which he refers to as a love bite. While she dances with him, a group of animal shooters make fun of him and his status as an animal hunter, causing him to knock the leader out with one punch. At first, she finds him less legendary than she had been led to believe, unimpressed by his pleasant-mannered but uncouth behavior and clumsy advances towards her. DC got it. It's Crocodile Dundee. Animal shooters. Is that the best part? Fucking animal shooters, bro. It's gonna be my new... I'm gonna be an animal shooter. A guy dancing with that girl and the animal shooter. Well, I can't say crocodile hunter. Gotta say something else. Animal shooter. This is the best laugh I had today, probably. Animal shooter. It's something I said, but somebody else pointed it out back to me, and then I laughed at it. So it wasn't... Oh, no. I already read that one before. I feel. Here, I don't even know this one. I'll just read it. You guys probably know it. Nah, that's gonna be too easy. I'll just read it though. About 10,000 years ago, peaceful aliens from a planet set up an outpost on Earth. When their outpost sunk, they were left behind and kept alive in a large rock-like thing at the bottom of the ocean. A group of people have returned to collect them, disguising themselves as humans. They rent a house with a swimming pool and charge the water with life force to give the things energy to survive the trip home. Animal shooters, dude. They charter a boat from a local captain named Jack, who helps them retrieve the things. Jack spies on Kitty, a beautiful woman from the team who chartered his boat. Hey, Chad got... Oh, no, Faceless one. Dude, Chad, you're close. That's right, though. I never seen that one. It says it was a top seller, though. It got, 6th place that year. $76 million. E.T. That's probably what I would guess. I'd probably guess E.T. too. I just hear aliens. Guess E.T. Alright. Let's try this one. This guy survives a murder attempt from a crime boss who hired him to retrieve something. He flees from the city in the company of a guy and a singer, unaware that the plane he is traveling on is owned by the other guy. The plane's pilots dump the fuel and parachute away, but the main guy and the little guy escape using an inflatable raft before the plane crashes. The trio ride down the slopes of the mountains and fall into a river before arriving at a village. There, the villagers plead for the main guy's aid in retrieving a second thing stolen along with the village's children by evil forces from the nearby palace. Yeah. Temple of Doom. Indiana Jones. What's Sane say? I can't read the... I don't have the chat up while I'm reading the things. Lost Boys, awesome movie. Shall I throw another membership? Nah. No! I'm stopping at 323. Alright, I'll do 330. How about that? I'll make it even. I'm capping it now, though. I'm getting ridiculous here. Okay. After dark timer. I'm feeling ridiculous. Here, I gave more time, though. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. It helps me keep going. You guys are supporting the channel like it's literally like you're going to a small business and buying something to keep the business open. It's like that. I'm an adult that has many children, and I can't just spend a bunch of time for nothing. I wish I could. We all wish we could. Right now it's cool, though. It's late. Nothing going on, so... Let's go back even further. See if you guys can get older movies. These will be easier, though, because I'll probably have to just read them. I'll try, though. Alright, a guy lives with his wife and their children in a suburb. During the recession, the guy and his friends lose their jobs at the company. The wife, having been a housewife for years, uses her education and experience working in advertising to re-enter the workforce, leaving the guy with the new and bewildering responsibilities of the house. The guy discovers the house involves a complex juggling act, and his initial struggles and daily errands gain the attention and company of other neighborhood people. Oh, you got it already. It's Mr. Mom. I'm trying to, like, not make it super obvious, but I haven't seen that one too much. Further we go back, the less I probably see of these movies. I've definitely heard of that one. I've probably seen it at least once. Oh, it's yellow. Alright, let's find another one. Alright, here we go. After fleeing an assassin, the guy is wounded. He dresses up and he's carrying something. He stumbles into the ambassador's residence and dies. They immediately suspect Soviet involvement after the thing is auctioned, and they send the main guy to identify the seller. At the auction, the main guy swaps the thing for the real one and subsequently engages in a bidding war with a prince for the counterfeit. I'm seeing if anybody's seen it yet or said it yet. The main guy, follows the bad guy to his palace, and he defeats him in a game using, he cheats. And, the main guy and his contact escape the bad guy's bodyguard. Later, the bad guy's associate seduces the good guy. I think you got it. Yeah, it's Octopussy. It's James Bond. You said James Bond. That's good enough for me. Alright, here's one. Alright, let's finish this battle, though. I'll do a little bit of Gems of War. Sorry. See what I can get off this vault key. Give me something good. Come on. Oh, you got the wrong one? Ah. You said James Bond, though. That's pretty close. Alright, ooh, somebody gets the big R. A couple ladies get the big R. The attack leaves them in a catatonic state. 10 years later, the guy kills one of the R guys in San Francisco and returns to her hometown looking for the remaining criminals. Meanwhile, the guy is frustrated when a judge yet again dismisses a case due to his direct methods. At his favorite diner, he foils a robbery, killing 3 criminals in the process. He later causes local crime lord to suffer a fatal heart attack after threatening him with prosecution. Unable to fire him because his methods get results, his superiors instead order him to take a vacation. 4 of the hitmen eventually attack him. He takes down 3 while the 4th escapes. Later, the suspect from the dismissed case and his friends throw fire into his car. Nah, that's close. Acting in self-defense, he kills his attackers to disappear from the town until the furor dies down. He is sent to Sao Paulo. Yeah, let me know if you have any questions about Gems of War, sorry. Upon arriving in Sao Paulo, the guy chases down a robber. The reckless but successful pursuit angers the local police. While jogging with his bulldog, Meathead, he accidentally runs into the girl. On returning to his room at a motel, he is targeted by the surviving hitman who is shot dead. You might be right, but it's kind of like the James Bond thing. Meanwhile, he kills the other R guy. He recognizes the modus operandi, but local police chief Lester Jennings refuses to work with them. Oops. The guy learns both victims are friends of somebody's son. The female. They figure out they're both being targeted and warns the 2 remaining men, Tyrone and Mick, at an outdoor cafe. I'm just going to start saying all the words since you haven't got it. Callahan meets Spencer again over drinks. He learns that she shares his emphasis on results over methods when seeking justice, but the inspector adds the caveat till it breaks the law. Callahan reveals that he is investigating Will Burns' murder, which rattles Spencer. Later, he finds Tyrone dead. Oh, it is sudden impact, yeah. DC. Is that like a Dirty Harry movie or something? It's Clint Eastwood. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I like Clint Eastwood, though. Remember my old cowboy rant? Like actors, their last movies are always westerns. Well, not him, but like other people. He was a cowboy from Jump Street. I love westerns, though. I like when actors, like, they're getting a little bit older and then they do a western, but they're not, like, too old yet, so they're still, like, a badass. But they can't do, like, crazy stuff anymore, but they could still do, like, a western. Yo, Allie, thank you very much for the 20. Appreciate it. You're a legend. Anytime. You got a direct line. You got the cord. You got the phone. And you could call me anytime. Hey, Brian, thank you too. Really appreciate it. Was going to buy some Gems of War content, then I watched Sinnycool's Best Things to Buy video. Realized that he has done more for me on YouTube than Gems of War purchase could ever do for me. Tom Greenwood with the sports. Yeah. Thanks, Brian. That's what I'm shooting for, dude. You hit it right on the head. All this advice is to save you guys money. I'm like the dev's worst enemy. I'm a free-to-play, in-game player that teaches other people how to not spend money on the game. I'm saving people money. You hit the nail on the head, bro. Appreciate it. Most people realize, like, everything, I'm just trying to be helpful. Sometimes it comes off like, what's the word? I'm so late. Like rough. Whatever word, you know. Whatever that word is that I can't think of because it's late. Rough. Like a-hole. But I'm just trying to help. Telling y'all like how I did it without spending anything. Maybe it can help you not spend as much. Maybe not have to buy that one thing, or definitely Death Knight Armor, Campaign Pass, Kingdom Pass, totally do that. But anything else is unnecessary. It's unnecessary waste of money. You don't have to do it. Like, more power to you if you want to do it and it's your little splurge or whatever, but you don't have to, honestly. It's just like the mythic thing. You don't need mythics. You can use tons of other troops. They're all perfectly fine. They can do everything. It's the same thing. You don't have to spend money. You might think you do in the moment, but if you had done certain things before that, or you do certain things after that, you can make it to where you don't have to, though. You might feel the pressure to spend some money, but if you had followed my advice beforehand and afterhand, when you're thinking about spending that, you probably won't have to. You're on the train taking out zombies, that's for sure. I totally forgot to do the train. Abrasive, yeah. You know, the rough a-hole. You know, the guy with the thing with the at the animal shooter guy? Alright, let me find another one. Let me do this battle though. Alright, we need green. Let's get our enchant. Let's get our doomed glaive ready to go. Then we start matching yellow and brown if we have it, but I don't have it, so let's just take green again, I guess. We'll shoot the glaive. We get all the explodes, all the skulls. We take green again. Get that up. It's up. Let's go. Bang. Let's take it again. Screw it. Alright, give me some gems, please. Orbs I'll take. Minion orbs, glory orbs, gems. That's all I want. Of course I'll take a vault key. That's fine. It's pretty cool when you get a vault key while you're using a vault key, because then like everything else but the vault key is free. A high school student lives with his parents in Chicago. His dad wants him to attend a college, so he participates and future and a job and which students work in teams to create small businesses. When his parents go away on a trip, his friend convinces him to use his newfound freedom to have some fun. On the first night, he raids the liquor cabinet, plays the stereo loudly, Joy rides in his father's car, and dances around the living room in his briefs. He's playing volleyball with his nips out. Tom Cruise, baby. You guys got that fast. How come you know about the guy dancing around in his underwear so fast, huh? Alright, let's go even back further. Ooh, yeah, Jim got it. This might be hard. Let's do this one. Alright, back in the day, a girl is living in a place in a city. It is run by a lady. She's an alcoholic who forces them to clean the building daily. With half of a locket as her only possession, she remains optimistic that her parents, who left her on the doorstep as a baby, will return for her. You got it already. What the heck? You watching Annie? A criminal escapes from custody with the help of his accomplice. They travel to California and kill a guy, a former associate. An inspector, accompanied by detectives, trace them to a hotel where they've checked in under aliases. They ambush the officers in the ensuing shootout. They kill the guys and escape and take their revolver. Armed with the replacement pistol, the guy tracks down the former partner in crime who is in prison with 6 months to go on a 3-year sentence for armed robbery. After a memorable first meeting in prison, they manage to get him a 48 released to his custody. If you better get it now, I just said it. Leads to an apartment where the last remaining associate lives. When he looks around, the guy shoots at him and refuses to be interrogated. Yep, 48 hours. I said 48 hours. Jack manages to get Reggie a 48-hour release. I almost said 48 hours. And that's the answer. Dude, where's my car? Top 5 movies that you guys got. It's Cinny's top 5. Guess the movie. Alright. Instant kill? No. Give me some mana, please. I don't want purple. Oh, I should have just done the glaive. I didn't see it there. The stupid submerge was covering it. Trying to find one. Alright, here we go. This one you're gonna have to guess which part. I guess it'd be extra credit if you get the part. The guy is injured and he goes to a lake store for a change of clothes. While there, he kills the store owner and his wife. A guy and her friend, or a girl and her friends travel to her old home on the lake to spend the weekend. The gang includes Debbie, her boyfriend Andy, the prankster Shelly, and his blind date Vera, and some stoners. After running into a man who warns them to turn back, the gang meets Chris's boyfriend Rick at their destination. Did you get it? You just said part 2? I guess part 2. You have to guess the movie and the part. You just can't guess part 2. Faceless one got it, I guess. It's part 3. Part 3. After the events of part 2, a badly injured and unmasked Jason Voorhees goes to a lakefront store for a change of clothes. For a change of clothes. I want some gems. Come on, baby. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to go with, like, the popular... I don't know any of the other, like, off-brand movies from back then. Alright, I don't know this one at all, so I'll try. One day... a guy loses his job, his house, his car, and his woman, who's grown tired of him. Realizing he has limited prospects, he decides to go into the army and persuades his best friend to go as well. The two visit a recruiting office and are soon sent off to basic training. Upon arrival, they meet the fellow recruits and their drill sergeant. Following in processing, the recruits introduce themselves and explain their reasons for enlisting. Faceless one got it again. Stripes. I've never seen that one. In the army now. That'd be, we're like back in the 80s. That's probably 90s, right? They told me to go backwards. The 90s is probably more fun for me, but the 80s is probably more fun for them, you know? Stripes. I should have to check out some of these. Like movies I've heard of, but I've never seen them. But I know they're good. La 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 la. That one's too hard. Like, how are you supposed to do Superman? He's flying through the air, killing him with beams of light out of his eyeballs. That one's too... I might have to go forward. Alright, let me try this one. Two guys are competing for a government position. After failing to get endorsement, the guy overhears him on the phone ordering a crate to be delivered in 9 days to the Republican National Convention. He schemes to earn the governor's endorsement and have the crate delivered to the convention in his name, and tracks down and offers him money to take it. He takes the stuff to the guy to make the offer in person, but the guy has become a drunk since breaking up with a girl and is drunk when they get there. and wants double. The other guy accepts on the drunk guy's behalf, but adds that the guy giving the money should give them half in advance, to which they agree. The one guy's happy, but the other guy is sad. The one guy that agreed to it calls the girl who is back in Texas and again about to marry another guy when the guy that called offers her $50,000 to help. She agrees and again becomes a runaway bride. Though she still has feelings for him, when she arrives, she initially intones she is only in it for the money, and she and the other guy work on getting the drunk guy off the booze and back into shape. She then trades in somebody's car for a new Trans Am. The group arrive at the pier in Miami only to find out the manifest is quarantined for 3 weeks. Smokey and the Bandit. It's 2, but you got close enough. Smokey and the Bandit 2. I couldn't say Bandit. There's a lot of stuff I didn't say, but you know. They offer him and Bo Bandit Darville $200,000 to do the run. Cletus takes the Birdettes to Bandit to make the offer in person, but Bandit has become a heavy drinker since breaking up with Carrie, and is drunk when the Birdettes arrive and double the payoff to $400,000. Cletus accepts on Bandit's behalf, but adds that Big Enos should give them half in advance, to which they agree. Cletus is ecstatic, but Bandit begins to miss Carrie. Alright, I'm going to start simmering down here. Let's finish this battle, and I'll say goodbye. We do it again when we got the chatathon next month. You guys come up with some ideas if you want, you know. You could think about it ahead of time. That way we don't have to think about stuff on the fly. Some questions, write them down in your notebook. Next to your diary. You got your diary by your bed, your sleep journal. Put like a Sinnycool, like put a little Sinny journal. Like, I want to ask him about this, you know. I've been thinking about this. I had a question, I forgot, but I'm going to write it down in my diary next to all the other little sweet nothings I write in my diary. Have a Sinny diary, too. Like, hey, you know, I want him, what does he think about this topic? Or, what about this in Gems of War? Like, I always forget to ask him about this, but I'm going to write it down in my diary. And I'll ask him at the chatathon. I wonder what he thinks about daycare, or, you know. I always wonder, like, in Guild Wars, when I do this or that, like, write it down and bring it to the chatathon and, you know, your diary. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here before I make more of a fool out of myself. I'm tired. Let's go. You guys rock. That was sick. I'll see you next time. What do we got? We got spoilers tomorrow, if you don't already know. So I appreciate you watching my spoilers anyway, even if you already know. And then Monday, of course, we got the new holiday event. We got world event, teams, scoring, weekly preview, faction event, pet. We got the class event, then we got the faction for Sunken Fleet. So I'll have all those videos, of course. I don't quit. Other people quit. That's how my life is. I never quit, ever. Other people quit. And then, like, stuff falls apart. So I'm not going to quit. I'll still be here. I'll still put out the videos. I might adjust. I might do a little bit less of something. I might do a little shorter video. I might drop a video. I might skip a live stream. I might do a couple extra P99 videos or something. I might start playing Diablo 4. But I'm still probably going to do Gems of War more than anything else. So you don't have to worry about me quitting. But it's everybody else that's quitting, not me. Like always. Alright. I'll see y'all. Appreciate it. Thanks again to Allie and Brian Walker. You guys are awesome. Faceless One with the gifted. Appreciate that. Sane with several. You're awesome. Absolute legend. There was plenty more before that, but my stuff won't go back as far. Like, share, subscribe. Consider joining. Helps a lot. Tell your good about the channel. Comment below. I'll see y'all next time. Thank you for joining me, Ali, DC, Brian, Sane, Faceless One, Jim Hambrick, Chad, Mike D, Supernova. We got Jim. We got Pocket Trash. There was a guy. He was strong. It's a movie. There was a guy, he was strong. Page Master. Look, it's a plane. Ali, DC, Page Master, Faces One, Jim. Pocket Trash. Mike D, Lady Alfred, Jim Hambrick, DC, Ali. We just had ourselves a little party sleepover. Like 15 of us here. Brian Walker is a legend. Supernova. Marcel, nope. That's just a gift. We got Jim. We got Pocket Trash. We got Faceless One. We got Supernova. We got Sexy Phone Guy. We got Animal Shooter. We got DC, Mike D, Chad. Yeah, we had us a little sleepover there, 15 of us or so. But I'll see y'all. Have a good one. You guys are the best. 300. These guys with their shirts off try to fight some other guys. 300. All right, I'll see ya. Have a good one. You're the best. Thank you so much. Peace out.